All right, I think I am good to go. Don't know what his accent is. I'm gonna stop that right away before it gets terribly offensive. Hello, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well tonight. Let's see. Hello, Gozer the Gozerian. Good to see you. It's always nice to see you, AJC. Nice to see you, and nice to virtually meet you as well. Marissa, good to see you. I usually miss these. Glad I noticed for once. Hi, everyone. Well, hi, Marissa. Good to see you. And good to see you as always, Christy. You are all wonderful. Giving you all a heart. You're all wonderful and beautiful. Welcome. Most of you. Hello, Parsley. Good to see you. So most of you, I don't know if you know this, but I've been playing Half-Life 2 for the past few weekends. I missed last weekend because I had some other stuff going on, but I've been playing Half-Life 2, so I'm going to keep going with it because I love this game so much. It's so good, and also I'll probably gush about Alex Vance because Alex Vance is the best character. I don't know why I've suddenly done this way, but this is the voice. This is what I do. I devolve into accents. When I is drunk, I do accents. It is how Jesse do. Uh, Headcrabs, the Quay. Good to see you. And good. I'm glad. I was just about to ask. Is sound good? Can you hear? I don't know if you can hear the game. You should be able to hear the game. Yeah. Okay. Good. That should be the game. Let me know. Let me know as we're playing how sound is good. How sound is going. Sorry, I've already had a beer because I watched Raya and The Last Dragon earlier, so I had a beer with that. But now, in case anyone's wondering, I'm having an Evil Twin Brewing. It's called Imperial Biscotti Chili Hazelnut Break, which sounds incredibly pretentious. It's an okay beer. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it. The chili is weirdly the part of it that I like the most. You would not expect that. And good to see you, Savory Lemon. Good to see you. It's 1 a.m. This is late for me. To hell with it. It's a Saturday. Yes, join me. Screw sleep. It's a Saturday. Come have fun with me, Savory Lemon. And Bionicle Man 000. Good to see you. I just watched a movie about a witch from the Spanish Inquisition haunting the property in modern day and just messing with two families. It was pretty great. What movie is that? That sounds amazing. It sounds right up my alley. It's me, Jesse Genda. Gozer, you're wonderful. Jordan Joan, good to see you. Pubs, good to see you. All right, well, like I said, I already had one beer. We're watching Raya and the Last Dragon, which, by the way, a really good movie. Basically, it was Avatar: The Last Airbender condensed into 2 hours, which isn't a bad thing. Yeah, the Quay asked. I actually really liked it. I thought, like I said, it's basically Avatar: The Last Airbender condensed into 2 hours, but done well. Like, it's one of those, like, I honestly wish it had been a series because there's so much in that movie that I think could have been built out really well as a series. But if you're, like, looking for an Avatar: The Last Airbender fix and just want to get it in 2 hours' time, Raya and the Last Dragon is actually really solid. The characters are all really good. The world is excellent. I love the world building. The voice acting is great, and the animation is wonderful, as always, from Disney. So I would say that it's a solid movie that, like, it's one of those, like, oh, there's just so much potential here that I think it would have just been so much better if they had been able to just have more time with it. But it'll get you your Avatar: The Last Airbender fix. So with that, we will open up this chili beer, quite literally. And Dijon, good to see you. You just said it was nice to meet you and nice to have you on the stream. This is your first stream? Well, this first sip is to you, Dijon, and good to see you. And Davy Boy, good to see you. First time I caught one of your streams, adore you. Well, thank you, Davy Boy. You are absolutely wonderful, and I adore you. This sip is to you. And to me, the trans agenda. Christy, you're wonderful. You're absolutely wonderful. All right. So sound of my voice is good. I'm gonna start playing the game. Please let me know. Please let me know if there's any sound issues with the game. I'm still figuring out because the way I have this hooked up for sound from the game is really, really weird. I'm technically running the audio from my television into the computer, so there might be some weird audio stuff. So if there's any audio movies, I would just let me audio issues. I'm already too drunk. I'm a lightweight, everybody. Let me know if there's any audio issues with the game. Let's see. Spanish name is Voces and English name is Don't Listen. It's on Netflix. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Has jump scares. I was fine anxiety-wise and movie-wise. I think they used well and not lazy. That's good. I watched a movie called Lucky, which was on Shudder the other night, which was like one of those symbolism movies where everything's like representative stuff. It was pretty good, but it was like a little bit too symbolic sort of thing. Anyways, let us jump into the game, because my girl Alex, by the way, I talked about this in my last stream. Alex, best freaking character in video games, period. I adore her. She is my best friend ever, and I might gush about her because I am drunk, and drunk Jesse wants to gush about how awesome female characters are in video games. Well, in certain video games, not all video games, but Alex is definitely up there as one of the best ones. Let's see. All right. So like I said, let me know. Oh God, I forgot that I played this and was at like no health. Let's see. Making sure. I forgot that I was at no health when I started this. And let me know. I'm gonna fire a bullet. Okay, that sounds like it went on there. Okay, good. Let me know how sound is. If I need to adjust sound for everybody, let me know and I'll turn it down or up as is needed. And good to see you, Anonymous. And hey, Louis Man Gaming, good to see you. I just joined. What's up? I just started, Louis Man Gaming. Good to see you. Oh God. Oh God. 1 health. I just started and I'm at 1 health. This is going great. This is what happens when you haven't played the game in 2 weeks and you jump back into wherever the hell you were. Oh God, this is like Portal all over again. Ah, damn it, I am screwed. I was gonna say the F word, but probably not best for the stream. Damn it! This is gonna go really well, Anonymous. I'm probably going to die very quickly. All right, let's see if I can get out of this without dying here. Ah, that did not work well. Oh, get out of my stupid barrel. Tricks are for kids. All right, hopefully I got one of those. Yep, that was one. And nope. Bad turret. Bad turret. Damn it. Okay. Good turret. Die. Die just like you should. Oh God. Jesse is dark. Hi, I'm a new subscriber. Well, hello, Blackcover95. Nice to meet you. Let's see. I have a question, but I don't know if it'll be apropos to ask here. Well, feel free to ask, and I will let you know if it's inappropriate or not. I'm generally pretty open about stuff, so don't worry. As long as you're not rude or being mean and you're just asking a question, I'm probably happy to answer it. So, yeah. As long as you're okay, as long as you're being kind, you know, please ask the question. There's no shame for asking questions. And if it's a question that I don't want to answer, I just won't answer it. And there will be literally no shame or anger or any problems for you asking the question. So please feel free to answer it, and I'll answer or not. What level is this? What level am I on? Entanglement. So I'm at the part where I'm going to rescue Eli with Alex, and she's, I think, in like the room watching me. So let's see. Gotta remember where the hell I was going here. I think, yes, this is where I came from. So, okay. Yes, because there was that force field. So I think I'm past Nova Prospect, but I don't remember. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks since I played this game, so I'm a little bit trying to get my bearings from where I played it. I thought you were male to female, but in one of your videos you described yourself as non-binary, so hoping you could clarify. Yeah, of course. So actually, that's a very good question. So I identify, it's kind of wibbly wobbly timey wimey. And I missed your question. Sorry, Bionicle Man, but let me answer black covers real quick. Oh God, I stepped back into the loading screen. I'm between loading screens right now. So to answer, what I identify is so when I first came out, I identified more as like male to female, so a trans woman, and I still generally identify as a trans woman. Like I would lean more that way, but how I generally identify myself was within the non-binary community as a demigirl. So if we think about non-binary, you've got me educating now. I'm playing the game, but I'll just explain this because I know it was a bit of confusion for a bunch of people. So the non-binary community is its own very diverse community itself. It's not just like one non-binary is just one gender, but there are many like sort of gender identities within non-binary. And so I would identify more as a demigirl, which, to oversimplify, and this is an oversimplification, it's sort of a bit more complicated than this, but just in sort of colloquial terms, I would say like it identifies more as like 75% girl and 25% boy. Kind of. Like, again, that's an oversimplification, but it would basically mean is I lean more towards a feminine identity and a feminine expression, and feel more comfortable generally identifying more femininely, so with she her pronouns, and therefore like they them pronouns as well. But but I still lean towards more feminine stuff, even though I do feel within the non-binary community. So again, it's a little bit confusing. Also, me being drunk is probably not the best time to try and do this, but that would generally be how I would describe myself. So in the non-binary community, but still leaning towards feminine, and I do generally tend to still ascribe the label of woman and trans woman to myself for several different reasons. Some of it being political. Sometimes it's easier to explain things from a point of view as a trans woman, and sort of just like, when I say political, I just mean sort of like being able to talk about topics from a personal point of view in a way that other people understand. So political may be the wrong word, but also because the world identifies people in very binary terms as man and woman, and we're starting to recognize non-binary as like a third option, even though it's like much more than a third option. I would generally just describe myself as a trans woman because that's what people would be understanding of. Anyways, I hope that that answered your question. Bionicle Man, I know you had a question too, so I'll get to it. And what's with all the unslurred speech? I know, this is not a... I'll be drunk. Let me just drunk for everybody. Yeah, I'm playing so much Half-Life, and I'm just talking about gender stuff, but that is fine. Alex is talking to me. All right. Oh, hi. Look at this guy. Look at this little fascist guy. Oh, God. Look at this little... Oh, poor fascist. Sucks to be you. Actually, I'm going to start doing American Revolution and Civil War reenactments as a man to express my masculinity. I'm really drawn into it. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's actually a really cool way to, like, express different aspects of your gender through, like, what is essentially, like, just, like... play acting and LARPing, and I guess I just described Civil War reenactments as LARPing, but I guess that is kind of true to a degree, right? But thank you, Miss Gender. I look forward to seeing your videos. Well, thank you, Black Cover. I really appreciate you asking the question. All right. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, Rub. Thank you for the super chat. Sending you a heart. For those of you who don't know, those who give super chats give a heart for me. Hopefully not during awkward moments in the game. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Do you stream drunk on Twitch? Adelaine Clipperton, sorry if I said your name wrong, but I do want to do more Twitch streams. In fact, I'm planning on doing more Twitch streams. Tonight I just didn't feel like setting it up, but I do want to start doing more towards Twitch. I probably will in the next week or two start doing more weekly streams on Twitch, but we'll see how that that goes. I probably will not do drunk streams during the week, but I probably will keep doing oh, hi bud. Can we kill this guy? Answering questions while killing people is hard. But I plan on doing more drunk streams I'm only planning on doing drunk streams on weekends. Gender questions is literally in the name. I asked a question, Jesse Gender. What did you ask? I'm sorry. It's hard to play games and answer questions at the same time. Davey Boy, thank you so much for the super chat. Heart. Don't die. Why did he have to have a shotgun right when you give me a heart? Thank you for the super chat. So I know you love Tuvix, but I'm in the mind that Tuvix is better than Neelix, but I love Tuvok more. How do you feel about this that stance morally? I mean, so do you mean like the stance of like killing Tuvix, or do you mean of the stance of liking Neelix better than liking Neelix, like ranking people as Tuvok, Neelix, and Tuvix as sort of like a ranking of characters? I mean, it's fine to have, morally, it's fine to have different characters that you like more. And suddenly kill these. I'm gonna die. That's just gonna happen. It's totally fine to have better characters. In terms of Janeway, I talked about Tuvix, I think on my last stream. Oh boy, am I really? Okay, good. I talked about Tuvix in one of my last streams, but I really like, oh god, wow. I am sucking really quick. I talked about Tuvix in a previous stream, where I do think that Tuvix... I think Janeway's decision to kill Tuvix made sense in the moment. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to the Tuvix question. Morality, I think, in it is, like, relative. It's, like, it's one of those questions of, like, do you... Wow, damn, okay. How did I kill this guy so quickly last time and now I'm not able to? I think it's one of those questions, like, she was a captain who needed to have crew members. If Voyager didn't have enough crew members, I need a pause to answer this question because it's a morality question. If Voyager didn't have enough crew members, they wouldn't be able to make it back to the Alpha Quadrant. Like, at some point, the ship would just become non-functional. So I understand her need to just be like, look, I need to have enough people. And so there's an element of utilitarianism to that. There's a similar question in the episode Similitude in Star Trek Enterprise, where I don't think it was right of Archer to have killed the clone of Trip. I think it was a wrong choice morally, but it was the right thing to do because he had to have a chief engineer. Like, I don't think it was right that he killed the clone to save Trip's life, but he had to do it in order to save the ship's life and all of humanity. I mean, all of humanity was at stake. So it's not really clear cut. So I feel like the very fact that we constantly have this argument, I think, is part of the question of it. I don't think there is a real clear answer. I think for me, I think Janeway made the hard choice, and I don't disagree with her choice. I don't know if I could have made it. I don't know if I could look a man in the eye who is screaming like Tuvix was and being upset and saying I deserve to live. I don't know if I could have done that. I probably could not have. And Janeway made the hard choice. So I think it was a really, really hard moment. I don't doubt her for her choice, but I don't know if I could have done it. And I don't know if it was right or wrong. And yeah, Davey Boy, I agree. I did a review of the Janeway autobiography, and that was great. And Ozrub, thank you for the super chat, and I have the heart of a Klingon. Well, I appreciate it. All right, let's jump back into this. Oh my god. How did I literally killed these guys so quickly on the first try. And then just died. Very quickly. Alright, well, let me just kill this dude, because this dude's a pain in the butt. Okay, I promise. What the hell is going on? I survived so quickly. Oh my god. Alright, well, screw you. Okay, you guys are all probably judging me. Oh, would you want a fighter? Who would you want as a fighter in Injustice 3? Louis May gave me asked that earlier. I love Injustice. I played both Injustice games. They're some of my favorite games. I don't really play fighting games all that much, but I love Injustice. Sorry, let me just kill. Apologies, everyone. I'm gonna disregard the chat for just a second to just figure out why I cannot get past this beat for some godforsaken reason. Alright. Yeah, I know the 2 health respawn. I agree, Bella Vong. Screw you. And screw you. There we go. Boom. I'm going to save right here so I don't have to deal with that again. Let's see. Injustice 3. Who would I want in Injustice 3? Constantine. I don't know how well Constantine would work in a fighting game. But Constantine, I would love to have Constantine in Injustice. They had him in the Injustice comics, and his storyline in the Injustice comics was actually one of the best storylines in the Injustice verse that I've seen. I'm gonna probably do this. Actually, this might be better. So Constantine, I think, would be a super interesting choice. Who else would I want in there? Booster Gold would also be. Booster Gold would honestly be an interesting choice for a character in Injustice. And actually, let me get some help there. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna save just so I don't have to reload every 5 minutes. Can I drink a little bit more? Because getting drunk is fun. All right. Okay. All right. I would love, right, Davey Boy? Constantine is one. In fact, I was talking about him earlier today, so I actually have a statue up. But for those of you who don't know, Constantine, one of my bisexual favorite characters. Bisexual. That's a phrase. I'm drunk, but I love my boy Constantine. He is absolutely lovely. Speaking of bisexual representation, I'm actually very excited for them to do. They're bringing back the Constantine series. Sadly, not with Matt Ryan, but it looks like they're going to do another Constantine series over on HBO Max, which I'm actually super excited for. How drunk are we, Edward Beador? I've had one beer so far. What Mortal Kombat character would work in Injustice 3? I was thinking Johnny Cage or Sonya Blade. I think so too. I actually would really like Cabal. I really like Cabal. Cabal would be interesting to put up against the Flash and have a speed off with Cabal. That would be so cool to see in I'm always a speed character whenever I play in games. I'm a speed or in Mortal Kombat. I'm always a speed character, so I really love Cabal quite a bit. All right, and then the Flash, obviously for obvious reasons. Actually, Kid Flash. They don't have Kid Flash in any of the Injustice games. Kid Flash would actually be interesting. I understand why they don't have him. He probably should just be like a reskin, like they have like Reverse Flash as a reskin in Injustice 2. But I would actually really like Kid Flash. I think that would be cool. Shut up, Alex! Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to live my life. I'll knock my turrets over if I want to, Alex. Oh, man hacks. I hate man hacks. No man hacks. Bad man hacks. Can you not? Dang it, turret. Turret. Go the right way. Look the right way. Dang it. Dang it, turret. Get up. There we go. Kill him. Kill it with fire. I'm going to repost for Jessie to get her thoughts, Lol. What did I miss? What did I miss? What if the Klingons, Cardassians, Ferengi, Breen, and Gorn formed their own federation? They actually did that, Cade, in, there's a series called, in the books, called, the Typhoon Pact, or the Typhon Pact? I forget how it's pronounced, but it's a series of books where I believe it's the Romulans, Breen, Gorn, and one other race. I can't remember what the other race was. But there's one other race, and they form basically their own. It's not necessary. It's more like just sort of a general agreement. They don't like form their own thing, and it's a really interesting series that I would highly recommend. In fact, the literary verse, which is about to wrap up this year, they're gonna, because it's kind of been decanonized through Star Trek Picard. They are wrapping up the literary verse with a 3-part arc called Coda, which I'm very pumped for. But that is. I would highly recommend the Star Trek literary verse, with Typhoon Pact being a really high up there storyline worth reading. That gets into exactly that question, and I think it's a really cool arc. Honestly, I'm gonna say something mildly controversial. I don't know how. Yay, Alex! You're the best person ever. Oh my gosh, she's the best. Look at her, everybody! Look how cool she is. She's the best person. Oh my gosh. I love Alex. Alex was very confusing for me as a kid because I'm like, you are very cool, and I adore you. Also, I want to be you. Young little pre-coming out trans Jessie was very confused by Alex.
You promised you weren't going to touch you.
She had a dream you did a crossover with Doomcock. It was so weird. I bet it would be. Oh, thank you so much, Edward Bedor, for your. Thank you for the super chat. So let me watch this. I'll get to your super chat in just a second. It's Ensign Rowe.
As I have stated before, you have to let Eli come around on his own. I have known Dr. Vance far longer than you. I'm afraid your feelings for him may have blinded you. Feelings? This has nothing to do with feelings.
I don't have feelings. Huh. I resent the thought. I do love that it's Ensign Rowe.
Damn her, I don't believe this.
God, Alex's style is so awesome. Like, look at that jacket. I want that jacket so bad. I should do an Alex cosplay for a video some point. Edward, you said a Minbari warrior, Klingon, and Jaffa walk into a bar. What happens next? Oh, God. Oh, God. That, I feel like the Minbari would win. Like, if there was a big fight, either they would all bond and become like besties over like the fight of the warrior, or I feel like the Klingon, who is much more toxically masculine than anyone else, would probably like get all pissy and start a fight, and the Minbari warrior would be all zen about it and like try to be like very snobbish and try to put it down, and the Jaffa would be like, oh, I guess I gotta get involved in this. And I feel like the Minbari warrior would probably win, but my heart would be with the Jaffa because I always really liked the Jaffa. How old is this game? It's pretty old. It's, what, 2005? I want to say this game is from 2005. Maybe I'm wrong on that. My pre-coming out was Lara Croft. Yes, Lara Croft would also fit that bill. Ah, Savior 11, 2004. I was so close. I was so close. Someone wants to hear your view, Ari, Star Trek with Star Trek, if Babylon 5 and Star Wars fan. Someone want to... Well, first off, Jack the Gun, thank you so much for the super chat. You are wonderful. Heart to you. What to hear you review Star with Star Trek, if B5 and Star Wars fan. I do apologize, Jack the Gun. I'm not entirely sure what you're asking. I do apologize. If you want to rephrase it, I will be able to read it, but I'm not 100% sure what you're asking, and I do apologize. I don't want to misinterpret it. Where do I go? No, not that way. Oh, okay, I guess that is this way. We should raid Valve until we get Half-Life 3. I want to play Half-Life Alyx so bad. I'm so excited for Half-Life Alyx. I do apologize, Jack the Gun. Please, if you get a chance, please feel free to repost, and you don't have to super chat again. I'll keep an eye out for your question. And then AGC was an AGC question. I just want to make sure I don't miss it real quick. I'm just trying to catch. Okay, there we go. I'm a Star Wars and Babylon fan. Was wondering where Star Trek fans might suggest I start. There we go. Okay, sorry. Now I'm catching up. If you're a Babylon 5 and Star Wars fan, I mean, there's several places you could start. Headcrabs. Gotta kill headcrabs. One sec. I would suggest... See, Deep Space Nine is my favorite Star Trek, but you can't really start with Deep Space Nine because it kind of builds off of stuff. I would say if you want something, if you're down with something a little bit dated, but not it's clearly classic Star Trek, but it's a little bit dated. I would say start with like Star Trek: The Next Generation Season 3. You could start with Star Trek: The Next Generation Season 1, but just know Season 1 and 2 of Next Generation they have moments of goodness, but they're kind of on the lower end of Star Trek. But Season 3 of Star Trek: The Next Generation is where it gets good. And then you can kind of go into Deep Space Nine, which is the best Star Trek show. And Deep Space Nine, in my opinion, is the best Star Trek show. Enterprise is my personal favorite. Deep Space Nine, I think, is like the best qualitatively. And is most similar to Babylon 5. So if you're very Babylon 5-centric and like Babylon 5, Deep Space Nine is what you want to get to. But I would recommend getting at least a few seasons of Deep Space or Next Generation in, like Seasons 3 through 4 or 5 and maybe into 6 before you start Deep Space Nine. But that should be plenty for you. If you want something more modern, I would say Discovery is a decent place to start. But I know that for some people, Discovery is a bit of a it's a controversial choice for some. I personally really like it. I think it's really good. But that's probably where I would suggest either Discovery or Next Generation Season 3, and then with the aim of like getting to Deep Space Nine if you're a Babylon 5 fan. And I am probably gonna die here. Yep, that was all my favorite. Miss Barfin says, do you have a Discord server? I do. It is for patrons. I do apologize. It is a patron benefit. But they do watch-alongs and stuff there, and it's a really fun community. But yes, I do have a Discord server. Obviously, you start with Star Trek 5, Edward Bedor. Oh my gosh. Hey, to be fair, I can't knock that. I started my Star Trek journey. The first Star Trek thing I ever encountered was Star Trek Nemesis, the audiobook. That was the first Star Trek thing I ever got involved with. So, oh my gosh, yes. there is a way to start for Star Trek for everyone, even the worst Star Trek. And Nemesis, for those of you who don't know, is one of the most one of the hardest ones. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Star Trek Discovery can be a bit disorienting. I think, like, I shared my ex Star Trek Discovery, and she, seemed to be into it, even though she didn't know much about Star Trek. So I feel like you could get away with Discovery if you just have a general knowledge of Star Trek, but I could also see it not being the perfect start either. You had to convince your brother that Star Trek 5 is worse than 4? Oof. To be fair, I kind of enjoy, I don't hate Star Trek 5. It's one of those, like, so bad it's good things. I'm just trying to remember how to do this puzzle. Hey, Edward Bedor, Star Trek 5 is where you started. Hey, there's nowhere to go but up from there. And like I said, I think Star Trek 5 is one of those, like, so bad it's good scenarios. Let's see. I don't remember how to get past this. I think I have to jump on the boxes. I don't know. Oh, God. That was a bad move. Oh, no. Oh, God. There's the dead. Oh, Dijon, that's totally okay. Don't feel bad. I'm not going to judge anyone for not watching Star Trek. Like, look, I love Star Trek and I'll advocate for Star Trek, but if you don't watch Star Trek, that's totally okay. You don't need to feel bad about it. I'll advocate for Star Trek till the cows come home, but also, like, not everyone needs to watch the same things I do. I think it's cool. I'll just share what I love and you share what you love and we'll all be happy together. Who is hitting me? Why am I getting hit here? I think just eat a headcrab. Well, that's cool. Let's see. Does anyone remember how to get through this puzzle? I vaguely remember how to get through this puzzle, but I don't really remember it all the way. I think I just have to try to get through. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Come on. Come on. Give me the... Nope. Thank you. Don't steal my platform. Hot take. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the super chat, Saver11. Hot take. It's not the best season, but Discovery Season 1 is still my favorite because the show's focused better matches episode count. Yeah, I'm one of the controversial people that actually really like Star Trek Discovery Season 1. It's not without its faults, but I think it's definitely very targeted in what it's trying to say. Like I think there's a lot to love in Star Trek Discovery Season 1. I don't think, by no means is it perfect. My biggest problem with it is how, like, nuance it loses towards the end of the season, especially with how interesting Lorca was. Without spoil, I don't want to spoil for people who may watch the show. Ah, damn it. Like, I really love Lorca, and I think he loses a bit of his interesting character arc in his final episode of the show, without, again, spoiling how that goes. I want to apologize. I want to figure out how to get past this thing. Mickey, thank you so much for your super chat. There's the dead happy drunk stream, Jesse. All right, drunk Jesse is gonna try and figure this out real quick. But thank you so much for the drunk stream. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm gonna quick figure this out. So apologies if I missed some of the stuff in the chat. I'm going to try and figure out how to get past this. What am I missing? I feel dumb. I feel like there's something stupid that I'm missing here. I know. Am I supposed to turn off the electric water? I feel like I'm supposed to turn off the electric water, but I don't know if that's right for some reason. It's been way too long since I played this game. I know I'm supposed to get there. And I feel like I'm supposed to, like, walk across, like, thing. Maybe if I'm supposed to grab... Yeah, come here, come here. Yes, come to mama. There we go. It sounded very... Like, come to Queen Jessie Barrel. I am the queen of the barrels. Alright. I am the barrow queen. Alright, let's do it this way. There we go. And Edward, I see your super chat and I will check it out and just say I want to not die. No, Beryl, you shall obey my commands. Ah! No, Beryl, why have you betrayed me? Why have you betrayed me so? I've given you nothing. Have I not been a good ruler? There we go. Edward, not a fan of Discovery. I'm sorry. I'm just cracking myself up with the damn barrels. Not a fan of Discovery, but it didn't make me feel like I came home from a funeral like Nemesis did. At least it got better with Season 3. I agree. I really like Star Trek Discovery Season 3. I mean, I think all 3 seasons of Discovery have their positives and negatives. I think Season 3 of Discovery was... Oh my god, Zombies was definitely the best of the 3. But I still like it. I mean, I like all of them. I mean, I don't know. I even like things that are weird. As long as things like take risks. For me, as long as a work of art takes a risk and tries something new, I will probably like it. Or at least find something to enjoy about it. Oh my god, Jesse, you should play the Evil Queen in the Star Trek Black and White Sci-Fi Holodeck serial game. Oh my god. That would be amazing. Et tu, Plastic Barrel? Et tu? Alright, let's see. I feel like... Am I supposed to go into this room? No, that feels like a bad move. That feels like a bad move. Yeah, Nemesis makes you feel like a funeral. Nemesis is so frustrating because it's like there's good ideas in Nemesis. I like parts of Nemesis, And I like the idea of Nemesis. I really just think it didn't say anything with its theme. I honestly really wish, like, Shinzon had been more than just an evil guy. Like, I feel like they could have said something. They, like, talk about nature versus nurture in that movie, and it's an interesting theme. But Shinzon, they ultimately don't have Shinzon say anything with that. He's just sort of evil for evil's sake, and I'm just like, oh, well, that's depressing. What I would have done is, like, I would have either A, had the Remans turn out to be the good guys and betray Shinzon because they see him as, like, overly like kind of like, oh, he has a chip on his shoulder because he's Picard, and so the Remans, like, they're being like an oppressed class, like work with Picard to stop Shinzon in his like obsessive rage at the Federation and Picard. Or alternatively, you could have made Shinzon the like turn good and go against the Remans. I like the kind of idea of the Remans standing up against Shinzon and being inspired by Picard. Like, I think that would be such a good idea if, like, Picard somehow inspired the Remans to turn good, and Shinzon getting all pissy about that, and Picard basically being like, look, if you appeal to people's positive natures, they will follow you. They don't have to follow you in negative ways. And I think that would have been, like, such a good, like, nature versus nurture discussion, using the Remans and understanding the Remans as, like, a slave race, because they are a slave race. I think that would have been super interesting. All right. Have you heard of the Brit show Spaced? Edgar Wright, Nick Frost, Simon Pegg, pre-Cornetto trilogy, and has fantastic pop culture references. Yes, I have heard of Spaced, and I really, really want to watch it because I love Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright and Nick Frost. I think they're all wonderful, but I haven't got a chance to watch it. I think the biggest, like, sci-fi, let me not die here. The biggest sci-fi British show that I watched was Red Dwarf, and I love Red Dwarf. I should get around to Spaced, though. They also had that show that said, like, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg had the most recent show. I forget what it was called, but it didn't, like, Truth Seekers or something like that. It didn't last. It only lasted one season, but I was kind of interested in checking that out. But I should, because Edgar Wright is freaking great. I've been having a desire to watch more Edgar Wright recently. Let's see. Problematic actors aside, I really love Baby Driver. Baby Driver is one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, aside from certain actors that are in that movie that I don't particularly love, but what are you going to do about that? It's not Edgar Wright's fault. Let's see here. Have you watched Spock's Brain? Oh, that's, you're asking Jedi Indiana Jones. Yeah, Spock's Brain is particularly interesting. Oh, this part right here. Tom Hardy is Bay. I will say, yes, I agree. If Nemesis did anything, at least it gave us Tom Hardy. There is that. Maybe Sela could have been the Nemesis villain. Yes, she would have actually been a great Nemesis villain. Replace her with, what is it, like Sunatra? Oh, sorry, I have Arizona here too, just to hydrate me, but I actually meant to grab my beer here, not the Arizona tea. All right. All right. Head Dwarf running around in my head earlier today. Red Dwarf is a great show. It, like, weirdly, like, I think someone said, like, Red Dwarf was ahead of its time. It really was. Like, there's some stuff that hasn't aged perfectly, but honestly, a lot of its humor is actually still aged really, really well. I really kind of enjoy, Red Dwarf. And thank you, Miss Barfin. Your voice is so nice. I sometimes have dysphoria around my voice, so I appreciate the compliment. That's actually really nice. I really do appreciate that. Doesn't Arizona iced tea have caffeine in it? Probably does, Mickey. But to be honest with you, I'm in the middle of a live stream, so I kind of need the energy. So not against the caffeine. To be very honest with you. Oh. Die! Oh, God. Drunk Jesse is bloodthirsty Jesse. We learned this last time. in true Star Trek fashion, let's murder all of the bad guys. Let's not talk it out. Let's just shoot. Yeah, Red Dwarf is very, very good. I think the only character I don't really love, and it's just a taste thing. I don't really like Cat just because I don't really love his character. That's just me. I just don't find his character all that funny. And that's a preference. Like, I'm by no means saying, like, Cat sucks. I just don't particularly like his character all that much. Stop knocking over my turret! Bad. I'm excited for anything Edgar Wright. The guy is just a fantastic director, right? I am so excited for, what is it, One Night in Soho is his next movie? I'm so pumped for that film. It's supposed to be a horror movie too, which is like makes me extra pumped because for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge horror buff. So One Night in Soho, I am so pumped for. So pumped for. Did a full oh hey Just Carolyn, I didn't see you come in. You did a full rewatch of Red Dwarf before the new movie. Ooh, that must be nice. Well, also the other thing I like about British TV is like Red Dwarf is like what 30 years old. Excuse me, 30 years old at this point, and yet it only has like there's only like 2 seasons of American TV worth of episodes for Red Dwarf, which is hilarious. I think that's wonderful. At least you can keep in a consistent voice. Me having ADHD and Jiminy actors has caused my voice to fluctuate. I mean, if you notice in some of my videos, I notice it a little bit myself. Let me just set this back up. I do tend to like get more gravelly as my videos go on, just as my voice deepens. It is interesting. I want to do a video about voice, because what is interesting is my voice has changed since I've transitioned, but it's all been like an interesting like conscious effort, because this is my normal speaking voice now. Like when I speak normally, this is the voice that I can, but I know my vocal cords haven't changed. It's just how I've like pitched up my voice, and it's become sort of what is natural for me to speak at. But I can still speak like, if this might just warning, this might cause some people dysphoria, but just to showcase people, like I used to probably speak a little bit more like this, where my voice is a little bit lower. Like this is probably the pitch that this is around the pitch that I probably had, but this does like I have to actively think to talk like this, to talk in this pitch. Like I actually have to think about talking like at this pitch now. Whereas like this pitch, this is what I just normally speak at now. But it's not like my vocal cords changed all that much. It's just interesting. So I do want to do like an interesting sort of dive into my own personal journey through like discovering my voice as a trans person. It'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, caffeine and alcohol don't mix. No one said I was smart. Brian Abbott. No one said I was smart about my alcohol consumption. Go. There we go. I'm half convinced CBS secretly rated the Phantom Menace. Oh, the Phantom Menace is their own discussion that I probably should not get into drunk. It's a meaningless culture war stuff, which annoys me. Hey, Geek Filter. How are you? Yeah, I'll track down Mossman with you, because Alex, you are the best person. Alex is awesome. She's my favorite. She's my favorite. I love her so much. Irish coffee. You don't change much there, but you probably want a singing coach, Jesse. Yeah, probably do. I'm confused. I thought you were into Star Trek. I feel betrayed. What did I say I wasn't into Star Trek? Wait, when did I say I wasn't into Star Trek? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. I mean, I love Star Trek. Of course I do. Why are you murdering people like it's any other Sunday? Alright. Oh god. Horror time. Do you have Miss Barfin? I do have a crush on Alex, but I almost like feel like I just want her to be my friend. Like, don't get me wrong, like I think she's hot and attractive, but I also think like she's just like really like I like that she's like not like hypersexualized, especially like at the time this game was released. Not every gaming female protagonist, but a lot of gaming female protagonists were super sexualized, and I like how Alex is like, she's not like. I just like how she's not sexualized in any way. She just played as smart, and she has like a very like casual outfit on. Like, yeah, she's sort of like what we would deem to be like, I don't know, conventionally attractive would probably be the best way to put it. But they don't like hypersexualize her, and they define her more by her intelligence and her thoughtfulness. And I just really like that about Alex. She's just, I don't know. That's why I really love her character. I just think she's very well written. She's very well performed. She's not hypersexualized at a time in the video game industry where hypersexualization was a little bit more the norm. So I think that she's just I don't know. I just really like her character quite a bit. Check the circuit. Random hello from a new subscriber. Well, hello, Check the Circuit. Good to see you. Oh, and I missed a super chat. I'm so sorry. I know I saw a super chat and saw it earlier. Duval59. Didn't know you liked horror. Excited for Scream 5. Yes, I am excited for Scream 5. I actually need to finish the rest of the Scream series. I've seen Scream 1 and Scream 2. And thank you, by the way, Duval. I appreciate the super chat. I've seen Scream 1 and Scream 2 and really loved them. I love meta horror. Meta horror is some of my favorite horror. Like, I love horror comedies so much. Horror comedy actually might be arguably my favorite genre, period. Even more so than sci-fi, and I know that that's a bit sacrilegious. But I love horror comedy so much. So I'm actually very excited for Scream 5. I do need to see Scream 3 and Scream 4 still, though. But I love Scream 1 and Scream 2. Edward Beador, thank you so much for the next super chat. Hey, Ensign Rowe! Good to see you! Cortana was my first video game crush. I was 4 when I played the first Halo. Oh god, making me feel old. And I've been confused about female video game characters ever since. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Cortana's a bit, she's definitely confusing. Because she's also, like, Cortana's kind of like Alex in a lot of ways. Like, she's very smart. She's well-defined that way. Yet she is a little bit more sexualized than Alex is. So, like, I think Cortana is very well written and definitely the biggest character in Halo, but still a little bit more sexualized than Alex. So I just want to listen to the story here. Also, look at the game passing the Bechdel test. Of course, they're talking about her father, but still, they passed it earlier. Oh, snap.
But we need access to the teleport platform and we're locked out. I'll take care of that.
Sci-fi horror comedies exist. That is true. There are good sci-fi horror comedies. I will say probably one of my favorite horror comedies is, oh gosh, Final Girls. I adore Final. If you haven't seen Final Girls, I would highly recommend it. One of my favorite meta horror comedies. It is so, so good. So, so good. Oh, please, Jesse, I remember when the Atari 2600 came out. You are not old. Fair enough, Geek Filter, fair enough. You're not old either. Age is but a number.
The Combine was a peculiar pulse-forming network with a very long rise time. It takes quite a while to reach.
I like a lot of Asian horror. A Tale of Two Sisters is a favorite of mine. I need to watch more Asian horror. I generally have not seen as many foreign films as I would like. Like, I do watch a lot of foreign films, but not as much as I would like, and definitely not enough Asian horror films, or Asian films in general, to be honest. I think most Asian films that I watch are like anime.
Eli! I was so worried about you.
The coordinates, Dr. Mossman.
So, this is the Combine portal. It's smaller than I imagined.
Like, even though Discovery was a disappointment to me, Cade MacArthur says, I find myself more aligned with viewers like you than with Phantom Menace creators. That's good. I mean, like I've always said, like, you know, I've said this numerous times. My job on this channel, I'm not here to tell you how to feel about something. I'm not here to judge your preferences or your likes or dislikes. I'm just here to give you my opinion on something and try to critically analyze something with all of its faults and all of its benefits, you know? I think it's somewhat reductive to say thing is good and thing is bad. I think it's sort of say every piece of art is flawed in different ways and every piece of art is interesting in some ways. Dang it, Ensign Rowe! You always betray the captain. Thank you, Emily Chambers. I appreciate that. I know I'm not old. I like I said, age is but a number, and I'm not that old anyways. But sometimes I feel it. I feel like I'm an 80-year-old trapped in a under 30-year-old's body. Excuse me. Whew. Do you want to know? Like, I got my I'm like sitting here with a blanket. Everybody, I could be like, I am old Jesse. I just want to curl up and knit. To be fair, knitting isn't an old thing either. But I just generally like. I would be a homebody, and you know, if I could be 80 years old for the rest of my life, I would be fine with that. Oh, sorry. I should actually pay attention when I'm doing the game. let's see. Someone asked, just curious, do you know the channel Trexpertise? Both A and your channel are both Trek Center channels with positive, intelligent bearing. Yes, I actually do know Trexpertise. He's been in a couple of my videos, to be completely honest with you. And I don't always agree with his opinions. He's a little bit more negative on modern Trek than I am, but I really think his takes are very intelligent, very well thought out, and like very, very interestingly critical, and has made me sort of like see new lights on things. I really like Trexpertise's stuff. I think he's just a really cool guy and a really smart guy and very kind. Like I said, I've talked to him. He and I have worked together a few times on a few things, and I actually recorded something for his channel months ago. They are notoriously slow about getting stuff out on their channel because they're super busy. So I am actually very I'm excited to see what they eventually do with the thing that I recorded for them. Hopefully that will happen in the near future. I don't know exactly when it will, but it will be. Let's see. Best theater going experience. Mine is either Snakes on a Plane, and thank you, Duval. I appreciate the super chat. Snakes on a Plane opening midnight screening, or Jurassic Park for the first time when I was 8. Ooh. Going to see the Avengers. Okay, actually, all right. This is going to be an oddball choice, but one of my favorite theater experiences of all time is actually The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, because I went and saw that with my best friend in the entire world. I adore this friend. I'm not going to say his name on stream because I don't know if he'd feel comfortable with that, but he is my absolute best friend, still my best friend to this day, and I adore him with all of my heart. And he and I are both huge Lord of the Rings fan. I mean, I have a Lord of the Rings tattoo. And I remember going to see The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, and we were all in college at that point, and we were just like getting very drunk, and on our way, Alex, I'm killing this guy. He's trying to like weirdly beat the turret, and we just had so much fun, like MST3King that movie. It was just so much fun. Like I will honestly fight and enjoy and talk about how much I enjoy the Hobbit movies. The first two. I hate the third Hobbit movie so much, but the first two Hobbit movies, I legitimately actually really love. I legitimately really love the first two Hobbit movies. I think they're like the right mixture of cheesy, but still serious. Like, Lord of the Rings, I think, are cinematic masterpieces. The Hobbit movies are just fun because they're the right amount of, like, oh, you can kind of make fun of it, and they got ridiculous moments and over-the-top moments that are enjoyable. But, like, still, like, well-done characterization and, like, a sense of, like, grandiosity that you rarely see in fantasy movies. I just think the third movie bungles it so much and ultimately gets boring with its CGI fighting and, like, ruins all the character development that they set up for, like, characters like Thorin and Bilbo in the first two films. The only problem I have with Desolation of Smaug, really, in a grand scheme, is I just think its ending with, like, the Smaug fight inside the Lonely Mountain is just way too needless and overlong. I would just cut that, the last, like, 30 minutes of that movie, I would just cut completely. But other than that, I really like Desolation of Smaug quite a bit. Will you play another Valve game later, like Portal 1 or Portal 2? I actually already played Portal 1, Miss Barfin. I played it 2 weeks ago. I think the stream should still be up. If you want to see me play Portal 1, I played it last week, but I will almost certainly be playing Portal 2 whenever I finish this. Whenever I finish this, I will 100% be playing Portal 2 because I adore Portal 2. And I just got to have more J.K. Simmons in my life. I just finished watching Gravity Falls the other day, and I'm about to die. Good timing. I just finished watching Gravity Falls, and like, oh my gosh, J.K. Simmons shows up in that show, and that's absolutely wonderful. So yeah, I'll be playing some more Portal. Don't worry. Aragorn from The Lord of the Rings is a good example of positive masculinity, don't you think? Yes. He is a good example of positive masculinity. Especially the book Aragorn. Like, confident, but, like, self-effacing, and, like, willing to question himself. That's actually more the movie, or Aragorn is a bit more questioning of himself. But I think, like, that's how you be strong and positive and, like, and show, like, a strength of character and reliance in your own, like, determination, while also being self-aware of, like, your ability to be to have faults and make mistakes and not get toxic about it. So yeah, I think that's I definitely agree. Like, Aragorn is a great example of positive masculinity, in my opinion, and also sexy as hell. Like the moment where Aragorn takes off his hood in the movies. Don't tell me that is not the sexiest thing that you've ever seen in a film, because you would be wrong if you say that it's not. You'd be 100% wrong. Aragorn taking off that hood. Oh. I don't know why I'm looking over here. I should be looking at the camera, which is there. Hey, Dr. Kleiner.
A week?
Gravity Falls was great. Speaking of good horror. That is great, like Eldritch horror. Breaking one's toes on metal helmets is a pain in the foot. That's great, Brian Abbott.
My father out.
Barney has been leading a push with that very aim in mind. And another of your friends arrived.
Dog, you made it.
Dog! Oh my gosh, it's Dog! Oh, there's a cute little face. Oh, there's a cute little face, and look at how cute they love each other. They love each other so much because they're the best. They're the best, Dog. They're the best. On a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk are you? Probably a 4. Like, I could be drunker, to be very fair. Like, I'm not like gone. I'm still cognizant. You probably would not want me past like a 6 on a stream, to be very honest with you. Hey, Louis Man Gaming, I adore the animated version of The Hobbit. Let's see. What was it? I'm trying to remember. Down, down to Goblin Town. Down, down to Goblin Town. Ho, ho, my lads. Ho, ho, my lads. The greatest adventure is where we... Like, I adore the animated Hobbit movie so much.
Take care of yourself out there.
No, don't leave me, Alex. Alex, I love you. And at least I get you, Dog. You're the best. Do I just jump down and die? What I forget what I'm supposed to do here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ooh. Sorry. I've hit the burping part of the stream. It's a very attractive of me, I'm sure. Like, let's watch Jesse burp on stream. Super attractive. Thorn Silver Holly Song. Apologies, I'm screwing up your name there. I'm new here, just arrived, and I love this Aragorn positivity. Well, thank you. Well, welcome, Thorn Silver. I hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, Dog! Let's do it! No parking for the win! I'm just looking at things here. Drunk level Mary. I agree. What about second breakfast? I'm more of a Pippin level drunk, one would say. Alright. Alright, let's kill some fascist police. Let's see. Whoa! Hi. No, Dog, no! Destroy it, Dog, destroy it! Good dog! Ah. No, Dog, no! This is the Aragorn Thirst Club. Enjoy your stay. Yes, let's just end the stream into just, like, thirsting after Aragorn this entire time. The opening of the first Hobbit movie was amazing. I love the opening of that. Do you have a cat or a dog, Miss Barfin? I do. I have a cat. His name is Newt. He sometimes appears on the stream. He probably won't be joining us now because he's probably sleeping on my bed and my door is closed because I'm in my office room. But I do have a cat, and his name is Newt, named after... Sadly, his name has not aged well, but he is named after Newt Scamander from the Fantastic Beasts trilogy because I identify with Newt so hard. You know, problematic though J.K. Rowling may be, Newt Scamander is a lovely protagonist, and as bad as the Fantastic Beasts movies ultimately are, I really love Newt, and the fact that he's a well, that's not creepy at all. The fact that he's a Hufflepuff and I am also a Hufflepuff makes me very happy. Like I said, sadly, his name has not aged well, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Alright, where do I go here? What a sweet bean. Aw. I'm assuming you're talking about Newt, Mickey? Yeah, Newt is a sweet bean. If I sing, he generally will come in and visit me, but I'd have to get up and open the door, and I'm lazy. And I'm wearing pajamas. And I don't want to show you all my PJs on stream. I mean, I'm not against it. I really don't care. But I'm also lazy. It's really more a question of laziness and not so much the I don't want you to see me in my PJs. Would you marry J.K. Rowling? No. I mean, I'd have a good discussion with her. I mean, it's the thing with, like, everybody. I generally feel like with most people, not all people, but even people who I find to be problematic, I feel like we could all just have a conversation and talk things out. The problem is that we don't always get to do that, and unfortunately people perpetuate harm. So, you know, I've talked about this before in other streams. Like, I don't harbor any ill will towards J.K. Rowling, but we need to discuss how her words and the things that she said cause harm to the trans community. That does not mean I wish her ill or hate her, but it just means that I have to acknowledge that she causes harm. And that sucks, but what are you going to do? So, yeah, I would not marry J.K. Rowling. But I don't want that to be misconstrued. It's like I don't have anything against her, on a personal level, I guess I should put it. I mean, this is the thing with all of these things. I think we're all human, and we all say and do things that are going to be harmful and hurtful, and we need to discuss that, and it sucks. So yeah. You marry JK and then take half. I will give her that. I will give her JK this point. Yeah, I got a posse. Look at everybody. I got a posse. I'll give JK, like, you know, she has given away a lot of money to charity. And from what I can tell, not charities that are, like, hurtful to trans people. At least not that I'm aware of. So, you know. All right, posse. All right. All right, everybody. We need to name our posse. What are we going to name these people? I'm going to name you Steve, 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 and Steve. Because we are not going to be gender essentialist here. You're all named Steve. I don't want to assume anyone's gender here, so you all get to be Steves. Exactly, I agree. I agree, AJC. People are complicated, they're good and bad. Like, I think it's just we need to talk about. Like I said, it's one of those, like, we can talk about the harm that people cause and what people perpetuate without necessarily hating on the people. But also, like, the thing is, we should, like, just because we aren't hating on the people does not mean that we should, that means that we get to excuse the harm that they can cause. And we just need to talk about that. So, J.K. Rowling is a human being. And I will always acknowledge. Let's see. Steve, and Jeff. Steve, I like that. I like that, Savory Lemon. Steve, and Jeff. That is a great... I know, I'm blowing these all up, but I shouldn't, but we're gonna blow them all up. Alright. So I'm just placing some mines here. Except Stuffy. He doesn't want to be a Steve. No Stuffies. Steve also just recorded something for me earlier today for a video that I'm doing. He did such a great job. There's a video I have coming out probably towards the end of the month if I can edit it all together well enough. And I think Steve's voice he did a really great job with this video for the quotes that I had him read. I'm very excited for you all to see it. I'm playing as Steven Smash Ultimate, actually. I couldn't figure out how to play Steven Smash. I wasn't very good at him. My best character is Banjo-Kazooie in Smash. I love Banjo-Kazooie in Smash. I will own anybody with Banjo-Kazooie in Smash. I should do a stream where I play some Smash Brothers because I actually think I'm genuinely pretty good at Smash. But Banjo-Kazooie is easily my best character in Smash, and also one of my favorite games in general. Let's see here. Where do I go? Where do I go? Kill the headcrabs. Stupid headcrab. Bad headcrab. Ah! Bad headcrab. Bad. Alright, where am I going? No! Alright. You're a hopper. I'm pretty new. Did you say you have a degree? I'm going back to study gender and sexuality in America's first century. Oh, that's awesome, AJ. I do have a degree. I have a degree in cinema and photography, and then a minor in English as well. there's a part of me that wants to go back. Maybe one day I will go back, because if I were going to go back to college, I would love to get a doctorate in film studies, become Dr. Jesse. But I would. Oh God. I would love to get a doctorate in film studies at some point. That's something I've thought about, because I work with there's an educational group in Canada that I've worked with on a few papers. I've actually written a book with them called KGB Research. I think that's what they're called. It's K. I think it's K. I might be getting the initials wrong, but it's K something Research. KLB, I think, actually. Karen L. Blair. So KLB Research. And I want to go back and get my doctorate in film studies at some point and work with them to do that. So maybe one day. Who knows? It might not happen, but it is sort of a thing that's like, oh yeah, I would honestly, that would be something I would like to do and get a doctorate in that. But let's see. Oh no! Oh god, this is a bad move. Ah! Bad! College and degrees. I got a degree in colleges. That's my degree. Have you ever watched the channel New Frame Plus? It's a really informative channel about animation, especially video games. I actually have not. No Clip is actually, if we're talking about video game channels that I watch regularly, No Clip is actually one of the best. I really love their docs. They did a really good doc on Half-Life 2, too. And also the company that did, oh god. The recent game that got a lot of Hades. Thank you. I thought of it myself. I'm thanking myself, I guess. Hades. I really like I really like their docs. So if you have not seen No Clip, I would very much recommend watching No Clip. So oh, hi. I thought you were dead. Now you are. Sorry, buddy. Hope you're okay. Alright. You had a lot of time to do so, just Karen. Well, thank you. Like I said, maybe one day. I will get my we'll get that doctorate. It's one of those, like, maybe once I'm able to do YouTube full time, and then I'm able to actually like focus on other things. Because right now I work essentially 2.5 jobs. I work at the Museum of Pop Culture, do YouTube, which is its own 40-hour job, and then I do some freelance editing on the side too for a bunch of different companies. I edit some video game trailers and stuff, which is kind of fun. Nothing big, nothing you probably would have heard of. So no one get excited. It's like, Jesse edits video game trailers. It's a good company. They're trans inclusive, which I really love. But yeah, they make like mobile games and stuff. I'm actually not sure if I'm allowed to. I don't think I signed anything with them, but I don't think that I'm not. I'll just be safe and won't say anything about the company. God, that's dark. Jesus. Remedy makes some interesting games. I haven't played Alan Wake, but love Control. Savory Lemon. Oh my gosh. Remedy is one of my favorite... Okay, you're going to get me off on a thing right now because Remedy... Oh my gosh, I love Remedy so much. Some business practices aside, I'm not a big fan of it, but that's capitalism. Control is so good. So good. One of my favorite games of all time. Alan Wake is also great. I never beat Alan Wake. Just because at the time it came out, I was in college and didn't have any time. But oh my gosh, I love that, and I freaking adore Control. I've been wanting to do, I've wanted to do a video on Control for a while. But Curio, who's another trans YouTube creator, did some great videos on their channel about Control, and it's like. They said everything that I wanted to say, so I don't think so. If you're interested in Control, Curio does some really good stuff on Control. But that game is so good. I do have a video that I'm planning to do at some point within the next few months that I'm actually in the process of writing right now that is actually very inspired by Control. So look for that, hopefully, in the near future. It has that sort of like eldritch horror aesthetic sort of thing. Oh my gosh, Control is so good. I especially love the idea of like the protagonist and her brother are also like kind of the same person but from different realities. It's so Let's just all say Jesse Gender played Cara Dune. I don't think I'm tough enough to play Cara Dune, to be very honest with you. You know, Gina Carano aside, without delving into that rabbit hole, I liked Cara Dune as a character, and I am not that tough. I am such a wimp when it comes to Cara Dune. Cara Dune, I think, was a great character. I actually found her very interesting. Again, Gina Carano aside. And you know, as we were saying earlier, you know, I have no ill will towards Gina Carano, to be honest. But, you know, and obviously she's in a very different field than someone like J.K. Rowling, to be very honest. She's just someone who said some stupid stuff on Twitter. But what are you going to do? Whole complicated situation. It all sucks. All right. Oh god, hi. Just walked right into these guys. Alright. Healing up. Don't need to heal up. Also, I really love this game. Like, just showing how, like, the police state will, like, control, like, really, like, regular, like, take over, like, regular homes and stuff. During moments like this. I very much love, like, the Eastern European aesthetic of this game. Alright. Not everyone we like is played by a good person, let's be honest. No, that is very true. There are many characters in movies and TV shows that are played by actors that the characters that I love played by people that I do not love. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, we can love problematic art made by problematic creators. Like, you know, we talk about Buffy and we talk about Firefly, we talk about Angel. Like, obviously Joss Whedon is a creator who did a lot of harm, especially to the people that worked for him and around him and on those sets of those shows that I really love. I still love Buffy. Buffy meant a lot to me. It helped me a lot in my like, I came to Buffy late. I didn't watch it when I was younger, but I watched it when I was, like, starting transitioning, and it taught me a lot about, like, myself and how I wanted to present in the world, and you know, womanhood and different things like that. And also it's just a great supernatural story and sexuality, all these different things. And so I really love Buffy, and it's always going to be important to me, and I probably will rewatch it at some point, probably on DVD, so I don't get money to you know, to Joss or anything like that. But yeah, no, you know, it's okay. It's okay to love art by problematic creators. You know, it's okay. There's no judgment. It's just, the only thing I always ask, and I said it numerous times on my channel, and different things, is like, it's okay to love art by problematic creators. The only thing that you need to do is just be aware of the context in which art sits. You know, be aware of where the creators of art, especially when the creators are still alive. We also should acknowledge where art by creators who are, you know, long gone are harmful, but it's extremely more important when the creator is still alive to just be like, look, I love this thing, but the creator behind it caused a lot of harm and did a lot of harmful things. And I think, and if that causes you to want to disengage with the art, that is also totally understandable response as well. Like, there's nothing wrong with that response either. But if you're like, look, I still love this piece of art, it still meant something to me, even when I acknowledge that the creator is harmful, I think that that's okay too. Just be aware of where it sits in context. Yeah, like Libby Man Gaming, exactly. H.P. Lovecraft is a perfect example of that. H.P. Lovecraft, horrible racist, horrible racist. Like, dear God, one of the most racist men that I've ever seen in his time. But his work still speaks to us today. In fact, I want to do a video about why Eldritch Horror seems to speak to us so much today, because I think it is speaking so much to us today. This is a monster closet. Why I should move on, because clearly they're just going to keep coming and respawning. Hi. Oh God. Boom. Boom, oh God. I should probably not walk by the mines. Honest thoughts on libertarian green parties? Oh God, I am too drunk to get into that. There's a lot to digest there. Not not sober enough for that discussion. All right. But Eldritch Horror speaks to us really a lot today. I think there's a video I want to do comparing Eldritch Horror to conspiracy theories. Because I think the reason that Eldritch Horror speaks to us today is also the same reason that like conspiracy theories speak to us a lot in many ways today. Why certain as much as I think conspiracy theories are harmful, especially today, there is a reason why they are so they are so widespread today, and I think it's because we are all seeking this some desire, some sense of like there is meaning to a world. There's some sort of like bigger picture that we're not seeing, and I think conspiracy theories offer that, and Eldritch Horror in many ways also does that too. Like there are big horrible monsters and things beyond our control and beyond our ability to understand. I mean, I think that's what we're all feeling under capitalism, right? Like capitalism is this big system that feels so big and unwieldy and like hard to understand, but we all feel its effects. And so I think that there's a similarity there between conspiracy theories and Eldritch Horror that I think is kind of interesting. I mean, obviously the difference being is that Eldritch Horror is fiction, and we all acknowledge that it's fiction, whereas conspiracy theories are not, and that's where the distinction lies in their harm for many different reasons. Sorry, I'm just ranting now. Hopefully I've turned everyone off. Drunk Jesse is probably not the best Jesse to philosophize. Or maybe it's the best Jesse to philosophize. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Pyra and Mithra in Smash Ultimate? Played them briefly. I think they're cool. I like their gameplay. I could care less about Xenoblade. Could care less about Xenoblade. And that's not a knock against Xenoblade. I'm just I want Crash or something. I think it would be so much better. Also, the Banjo-Kazooie nerd in me is like, please give me more Banjo-Kazooie stuff. Like, get me, I don't even know who would be a good Banjo-Kazooie, like Mumbo, maybe? Mumbo feels a bit racist, though. So I don't really know how you do more Banjo-Kazooie stuff, but I want it. Spyro would also be great, too. But Crash probably makes the most sense. Oh my gosh, Posse, Steve, get out of my way, Steve. Dang, Steve. Dang it, Steve. Steve, tell Steve to stop Steving. I want to collaborate. I've been trying to work on something. Christy, we should talk more because we haven't talked in a while, and I would like to catch up. And we should talk about stuff like collaborating and stuff. I'm sitting here nodding along to everything you rant about, so please continue. So glad I found your channel today. Well, thank you, Silverthorn. I'm glad that my drunken rants are coherent. I guess the best way to put it. Where am I going? I forget where I'm going. Steve, where am I supposed to go? Steve. Am I supposed to go out here again? I don't feel like this is where I was supposed to be. I feel like I should go this way. Trans Icon Spyro. If anyone remembers where the hell I'm supposed to go, I would appreciate it. Just found your channel, and I love you so much. Lol, continue ranting. I love it. Well, thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate that. You want Jesse's drunken leftist rants? I'll give you Jesse's drunken leftist rants. They won't exactly be the most intelligent things, but they sure will be. Oh, I probably should go down the stairs. That would be smart. Yeah, don't you love it when you just miss the obvious answer to your problem? Let's see. My name is Steven, so I looked up when you were saying that. Well, thank you, Steven, I should say. I wish I was as fun as you on my live streams. I'm so boring. Oh, Miss Parfait, don't be down on yourself. We all learn, hey, I was boring too. Don't be down on yourself. It's all about learning and growing and being entertainer. Whatever. It's I'm here to I'm playing this game to have fun. I also like sharing gaming experiences with people. When I play games by die, dang you. When I play games by myself, I actually get anxious playing games by myself. And so but I also like entertaining and stuff. And so we learn and we grow. And if you're doing streams, just practice. It's all about practice. I'm practicing right now, there are streamers who are much better than me, and there are streamers who are much worse than me. We all just do it. We just be ourselves, and we grow and learn and try and do our best. And hopefully y'all find me entertaining and enjoy hanging out with me. because I enjoy hanging out with all of you, because you all are awesome folks. In fact, the very fact that I'm having leftist rants on a video game drunk stream speaks to how wonderful you all are with engaging me with questions. All right. Drunken rants is what leftist parties are. That is so true. That is so freaking true. Believe me, most of the parties that I went to, the drunken party. No, Steve! Steve! Steve is dead. That's all. Take a moment to acknowledge Steve. Did I miss a super chat? Oh my gosh, sorry, Duvin. I missed your super chat. Apologies. Duval, excuse me. Duval's 59. Ever played AVP 2 from the PC from 2009? Great FPS. Gets to play interweaving stories from Alien. Ah, dang it. I was reading a super chat, you jerk. Alien, Human, and Predator, highly recommend. I do want to play that, but I never got around to it. I want to play more of the AVP games, more Alien games. Like, Alien Isolation is so good, and I'm actually very excited. They just announced a new Alien game, which I'm excited about. But I'm actually a bit saddened that the new Alien game is actually going to be more based on aliens rather than Alien. Everyone's saying goodbye to Steve. Oh, poor Steve. Like, because I like Aliens. It's a fun action movie, and then we get Newt in there too, as someone else mentioned earlier in the chat. We get Newt in there, but for me, as a horror fan, I always really appreciated Alien more than I appreciated Aliens. So I am first have to pay respects. So I was always kind of a bit saddened. I'm excited for the new Alien game that they just announced, but I'm a bit saddened that it's going to be more action-based than horror-based, because Alien Isolation is great. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it! There's a turret hiding in the corner. Get out of here, you jerk. Alright. Oh, we got some zombies. Oh god, hi zombie. Oh god. That's a good scare. Hey, you hiding in the dark. Oh, you were just waiting to do a jump scare, weren't you, buddy? Oh, he was sitting there in the dark being like, I'm gonna scare the next. You know that this was like his live stream. He's like, I'm gonna sit right here and someone's gonna jump off and I'm gonna be ready for him. I'm gonna get him. And then he has to happen upon me with the shotgun. Poor guy. Aw, I'm sorry for you, bud. He was so excited. Oh boy, Black Cover. Hey, I'm trying to go through your Trans Nerdy podcast. Do you think you get the episodes compiled in playlist? Your current Trans Nerdy playlist is just episode 17. Oh boy, you went back, Black Cover 95. I have not. I forgot about the Trans Nerdy podcast. That was a while ago. I'm surprised they're even still. I forgot they were even still up. I probably could compile them, but I haven't done anything with those guys and those videos in a while. I don't even know if they're all on YouTube. I know that the podcast feed. I don't even know if the podcast feed exists anymore. I may have, because I remember I had to pay for that podcast feed. I might have stopped paying for it, and I think it deletes it all. So I don't even know. To be very honest with you, Black Cover, that podcast actually may not exist. I might have the files somewhere on a drive, but I actually don't know if I even still have them anymore. To be completely honest with you, because those are old. I'm actually impressed, Black Cover, that you they actually found those, because those are really those are way back. I would probably just be like, oh god, at some of the things they say in them. But I think they were generally pretty good. Speaking of learning and doing better, you know. Yeah, you went all the way back, Black Cover. That is all the way back. Let me kill these man hacks. Why they gotta be man hacks, by the way? Why can't they be woman hacks or non-binary hacks? Come on. But to be fair, maybe I don't really want non-binary or woman hacks. Shotgun Jesse playing the gunfighter in the Half-Life Corral. Step on up to the Half-Life Corral. We got some head crabs to shoot and and some, you know, police state metaphors. I'm trying to think of like what I could say. What advice do you give to people launching their own YouTube channel? I'm absolutely asking for me. Fair. You know, I've given this advice before, and I'm trying to remember exactly what I've always said. I'm trying not to die from man hacks here while I do it. Biggest advice is don't judge yourself too harshly. The thing with YouTube, and the thing I like about YouTube, is it's a place where you're able to test things out really quickly. It's not a place, like, you could spend all day and all night making the perfect piece of video and it won't work, but just play around and test and see what works, see what works for you. And the other thing too, don't judge yourself. Like, let yourself make crap, because crap gets better over the time, you know? You learn from bad stuff. But I think it's better to have created something than not to have created something. So that's number one. No, Steve! So that's the first thing. The second thing is trust your voice. The thing that I have always found that worked for me is, like, the videos that I think do best on my channel, not always, but are the ones that I feel like I am sharing something that means something most to me. And it takes time to develop that and figure out what your voice actually means. But I mean, just always try and speak from a place that feels true to you. I'm not saying don't be inspired by other creators. Like, I'm clearly inspired. Like, there's probably no hiding the fact that I'm inspired by, you know, ContraPoints, Philosophy Tube, Thought Slime, in a lot of ways. But I also marry it with my own stuff, like my love of science fiction and horror and things like that. So it's okay to be inspired by stuff, but follow your own inspiration. So I feel like those are two of the parts that I would explain. And then also, this is just a YouTube thing in general. And this is not true of all art, but I think YouTube works well when you do share like personal stuff, and you share parts of yourself that are true to you. And I know that can be hard for some people, and I'm not saying you have to do that. Not all YouTube content does that, but I feel like when you open the gate, when you share like parts of your life that feel true to you, I think that's what does better on this platform. I think that's true of technically all art, but I think more when you do so more openly, I think that does well on YouTube as well. And I think and I think that's what people connect with, right? We connect with people that we connect with people. We connect with the things that we are able to see. So I think that's some advice. I probably could be more thoughtful about it if I wasn't drunk, but I think that those are some of the biggest pieces of advices that I would give to content creators. Just be okay with making crap, trust your own voice, and be okay with sharing personal stuff. And all of those are generalizations and not hard and fast rules. So, and goodbye, Louis Man Gaming. Good night. You probably already left at this point, but thank you for joining. I was glad to see ya. All right. Oh no! Oh god, I'm gonna die. I am straight up gonna die here. I gotta focus on not dying here. Oh god. Oh no, my controller batteries are low. I might have to go. Do I have more batteries in here? I hope I have more batteries in here. I might have to go. Okay, good. I do have batteries, so if my controller dies, I have more batteries right here. Woof! Thought Slime. I love Thought Slime. Thought Slime is great. Like, the confidence of Thought Slime's voice. I know Thought Slime has shared that they have issues with anxiety, as I'm sure most creators do. But their writing, like, just portrays such confidence and, like, strength of conviction that I'm always inspired by. So that's what I really like about Thought Slime, is like their strength of conviction and strength of point of view is always so strong in their videos. I probably spend way too much time like analyzing YouTuber content and like how they present stuff than I should. But yeah, no, Thought Slime is wonderful. I mean, obviously the point of view is great, but I think they just have such strong points of view that I think it just comes across so evocatively. Oh no! Philosophoints ContraTube. I agree, Trashback Theater. All right. All right, Steve, let's head out. Gosh darn it. Damn man hacks. Bad man hack. I have to bounce too much murdering. Sorry, Kalina. I apologize that there's a lot of murdering going on. Sadly, that is Half-Life 2. But thank you for joining us. I totally understand, though, if this is too much murdering. Portal. I will play Portal, which has a lot less murderiness in it. But I will play that at some point. Alright. Don't worry, I don't plan on playing a lot of murdery games. I just like Half-Life quite a bit because I love the story of Half-Life and the world of Half-Life. Though I do find it bad. I do find it sad that most of the video games. I talked about this in one of my other streams. That like the biggest way that we engage with the violence is the biggest way that we engage in video games. And I think like video games can be much more than just violence all the time. Don't carry the explodey thing for shield. You know what, Omla, Drab? I don't need your judgment. I don't need your judgment up in here. No, you're beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. Thanks to your 3 points of advice, by the way. They'll be good to remember as I continue creating content on my WordPress. Well, that's awesome, Thorn Silver. I'm excited to see what you create. Jordan Joan, I will say I have a lot of anxiety over the videos that I make. Like, don't think that I have boundless confidence, because I don't. There are many days where I sit in existential dread over the videos and stuff that I make. So, by no means feel like, oh, I don't have enough I totally understand not having confidence. Like, I've cried. Like, there are videos that I've made where you'll, like, see edits, and, like, there was, like, me, like, breaking down and being like, this isn't good enough, this is terrible, in between takes. And that's just how it goes. I mean, we make stuff and we try to do our best, and we'll try our best to just make good content, but it's gonna cause us stress sometimes, you know? Damn it. Like, creating, if you're not having anxiety about the stuff that you create, then you might be doing something wrong, because I feel like all of us should have some level of anxiety whenever we create stuff, you know? Alright. Yeah, I'm going to discuss historical fiction. I found some published Founding Fathers fan fiction. The Thomas Jefferson I'm reading reminds me of that book Trigger Warnings. Ooh, interesting. That's super interesting. I really like that. Mary Gomez, your vids have helped me through some episodes of Existential Dread. Well, thank you. I am honestly very glad that my videos have helped you with that. Like, legitimately. I know, honestly, making the videos has helped me through some existential dread, and like watching other people's videos has helped me through existential dread. So knowing that like the stuff that I've made has helped others with that is honestly very meaningful. Like, it means a lot, honestly. It's so weird to be like, oh, the videos that I make like actually touch other people and mean something to other people. So I'm honored, Marie, that or Mary or Marie. Apologies if I'm saying your name wrong, but regardless, I'm honored that I was able to help you with that. It means a lot. All right, let's get through here. Yeah, good thing I got the suit. No, don't waste those bullets. I like those bullets. Come on, Steve. I believe in you, Steve. At least this Steve has made it. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Get it? It's a puzzle. I'll figure out the puzzle. This is where I have to deal with a lot of zombies. If I recall, there's a lot of zombies up ahead. Alright. People should say I should because I have a nice singing voice. I mean, it is an interesting thing. I feel like a lot of us dislike the sound of our own voice. It's kind of interesting. I think we're like very harsh on our own voice. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No. No. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Ah! Okay. Alright. To all creators, your work is valid. Don't listen to that voice inside your head that tells you that isn't the anxiety is normal. Tell it to shut up, do your thing. 100% trash bag theater. I could not second another statement more enough, as long as I'm not dying by radiation poisoning. But yes, that is so true. Like, you just create stuff. Like, the voice in your head is always going to be there. But don't let it override your own, like, it's better to get it right, or get it to get it written than get it right. Or what's the phrase? Better, don't get it right, get it written. That's the phrase. Like, that's the phrase that I always really, really love. Don't get it right, get it written. It's always better to have something than just sit in existential dread and trying to get it perfect. Because you're never going to get it perfect. No, literally, 0 works of art are perfect. You could look at anything that we call an absolute masterpiece. Like, even the things that we say, like, this is a masterpiece of art. There are problems with it. So, don't get it right, get it written, you know? You'll be so much prouder of yourself and so much happier with yourself that you've worked to make something. Now, don't get me wrong. It's easier said than done. So don't. And this is the other thing, because we can get into a spiral. You're like, oh, I'm stuck in this endless dread cycle, and I'm over worried. I have anxiety, and everyone tells me I shouldn't have anxiety, but I still do. It's like, that's okay. Don't feel bad that you feel bad about creating. Don't get into that cycle. And let me not die here. You know, because that can cause its own sort of spiral. All right. Perfect is the enemy of good and done. Yes. What's the phrase? Good is the enemy of great. I like that phrase. It's like, or great is the enemy of good, or I forget exactly what the phrase is, but I like that. All right. Alright. Dang hazardous radiation. How is this safer than trying to bash open a door? Oh my gosh. Alright. Righty. I do think you need a coach to just pitch in microphones, though, Jesse. That's less about criticisms than to say how to sing and interact with monitors. Fair enough. Fair enough. To be fair, I'm not aiming to be a good singer. To be 100% fair. I am not attempting to be a great singer. Ah, god dang. Ah, no. Let's see. Until 2015, I thought Trump was a libertarian. He owned casinos and thought he'd be less bigoted than other Republicans. He focused more on economics, but his first piece proved me wrong. Yeah, Trump was the thing. Trump still is a thing. To be very honest. Where am I going? Sorry, let me focus on this and not talk about horrible leaders. Oh my god! There we go. I am gonna die. Alright. Help can help with gooder. I agree. I agree, Omla. That's something I need to get better about, is asking for help. That's one thing I know I'm good at, is like, well, not good at, one thing I'm bad at is what I meant to say, is that I tend to take on too much for myself, because I be like, oh, I need to do everything for myself. Which is good in some senses, because it enables me to do a lot of different things. But I think I could be better about asking for help. So, is Half-Life as good as Portal, or similar enough to compare? They are very similar. I think Portal is much more puzzle-based, and Half-Life has a lot of puzzles in it, but it's also much more... it has a lot more action-y stuff into it, and there's a lot more horror aspects of it. I mean, they're very similar in a lot of aspects, but they're different in a lot of other aspects too. So, I like both for very different reasons, and their stories are different too, and their characters are very different too. I find learning how to edit video overwhelming. I don't expect perfection, but I feel so lost. Learning advice on that, like a course or resource. It's not. I don't know, because I kind of self-taught editing from a very young age. Like, I was editing stuff when I was like 10, and then I went to college for editing, which helped learn a lot more. I think probably the best advice that I can give is find a piece of art or work that you really, really like, that like speaks to you, that you want to kind of emulate, and just like download it or rewatch it over and over again and analyze how it works, like where the edits are, what the edits are doing, what the edits are saying, where they edit, and how the edit speaks to the work, how the pace of it flows. You'll learn a lot more from editing by what it teaches you. So Olive. Excuse me. Apologies if I been saying your name wrong this whole time. Olive. Oh yeah, no, Trump is a fascist. Like, well, I'll just say that straight up. Trump is he's diet fascist. He is fascist, but he's too incompetent to be good at it. Let's just be honest. Doesn't mean he's not dangerous and extremely harmful though. But he's also not competent as well. But let's not talk about Trump on this stream. Not that I don't want to talk about Trump, I just don't want to talk about it right now. I don't want to talk about him drunk when I'm trying to have fun. He is not exactly the topic that I'm like, let's have fun talking about that. Alright. Let's see. No! Bad! Break the boards, break the boards. Yeah, everybody likes breaking the boards. Let's see here. Bathtub. Excuse me. Yes, I'll talk sci-fi, Scott, more than I will about Trump right now. Not that I don't want, like I said, not that I don't want to talk about political stuff. I'm happy to, but some stuff is just like, I'm tired. I'm tired at the moment of that. Let's see. Where am I going? Where to go? Trump is banned on... No, there's no ban. I'm not going to ban anyone for talking about Trump. We should be talking about Trump. I just don't want to talk about it right now. So, there's no ban on talking about him. Yeah, that's me. Relatable. This right here, relatable. Very relatable. Like, way too relatable. Way too relatable. Let's see. Let's see. What are you having to drink tonight, Jedi Indiana Jones asks. Oh, by the way, good to see you, Jedi Indiana Jones. I saw you came in earlier, but I didn't think I said hi. It's Evil Twins Imperial Biscotti Chili Hazelnut Break, which is a fascinating drink. Fascinating drink. It is very good. The chili is not... I wish... Honestly, the chili is why I got this beer, because I'm like, oh, the chili, it's a stout. And I'm like, I'm so curious. I never had chili flavor in a stout. And so I'm just like sort of interested in like what that was. And the beer is good. I honestly wish the chili, like I didn't think I was going to like the chili flavor, but tasting the beer, I almost wish the chili flavor was a bit stronger. Like it needs a little bit of a, it's a little bit too soft on the tongue, surprisingly enough. Like I almost want it to have a little bit more of a kick. I was kind of expecting this to kind of hit me, like hit my palate a little bit harder. Also, for those of you who don't know, I'm a bit of a beer snob. I'm a bit of a beer snob. What's your favorite drink? In terms of alcohol, I'm a stout fan, and I usually like maple stouts. There's a brewery called The Brewery, where it's spelled slightly differently, but they have a really good like biscotti maple stout, which is so... No, it's oatmeal cookie. They have an oatmeal cookie stout by The Brewery. That is so good. It is one of my favorite things. It is so delicious. I adore it. Oatmeal cookie stout by The Brewery, and I think it's spelled with like a U in there, B-R-U. I forget what it's called. So I really like that. Kill that guy. I like that, and then I'm trying to think. What else would I? My favorite like drink like cocktail is I'm a big fan of. Oh my gosh, Steve, get out of my way. Out of my way, Steve. Steve. All these Steves are in my way. There we go. I am a big fan of oh gosh, what are they called? Why am I blanking on it? It's the Dark and Stormy. That's what it's called. Where it's ginger beer, rum, and a little bit of lime juice. I am a big fan of Dark and Stormies. They're basically Dark and Stormies are basically Moscow Mule, but they're made with rum instead. So same basic concept though, and put it in a copper cup makes it even better. Let's see. People are asking what the objective is. I think the objective is to destroy the police state. We're trying to. I think our aim is like we're trying to raid the Shard, which is like the big building in the center. That building right there. So I think we're trying to raid the Shard to try and take back Eli. I think we're trying to get back Alex's. I've lost track of the story a little bit because I was just running through it. But I think we're trying to take back, like, fight the Shard and take it back and recapture Eli Vance. And oh my god, there's zombies! Flaming zombies! I don't like flaming zombies! No! Bad flaming zombies! Alright. So, I think the mission objective right now is to go and get Eli, who is Alex's dad, and try to defeat the Shard. And then the police state, so just the background is like an alien race came in and took over the human race. They beat us in, like, I think it was called the 8-hour war. So they destroyed us real quick. And the headcrab, the zombies that we see, are like a tool that they use. They use headcrabs to, like, they're basically, these headcrabs jump on people's heads and make zombies of them. And they just sort of, like, are used by the state to, the like, fascist aliens to just, like, just destroy different areas. Like, if a town rebels, they shove them full of zombies, zombie headcrabs. No, Steve! Oh, the Steves! Oh, poor Steve. Oh, no. I gotta go. I hope you don't mind a like before I step out the back. Well, thank you, Brian Abbott. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had fun. I hope you had a good time. Alright. Let's see here. Boom, ba-boom, ba-doom, ba-doo, ba-doo. Stout with cider is great. Ooh. I like that idea, Gozer. Stout with cider sounds really... I've never tried that. That actually sounds legitimately wonderful, actually. I like it. Ooh, now I want to try that. I'm trying to think if I have a cider with me. I don't think I have it. I like that idea. The Shard, not the Shart. Kate. Yes, we're trying to invade the Shart. Oh, boy. Getting me into toilet humor at this point of the night. Alright. What's the setting of City 17, like Eastern Europe? Yeah, I think it's sort of like, I don't think there's any specific country it's in. It's sort of like generic Eastern European is sort of the vibe sort of thing that they're going for. Let's see. Alright, where am I going here? There we are.
We were looking to join you, Dr. Freeman.
Whiskey is water of life. I hate whiskey. I know that's people are gonna hate me for that, but I hate whiskey so much. Whiskey, Scotch, and bourbon, ugh, I think are kind of gross. To be completely honest with you, I am not a fan. I can have them in mixed drinks if they're not like the main flavor, but I do not like whiskey and bourbon or Scotch. I'm much more of a vodka or what else is there? I'm trying to think of what else. Vodka, rum, tequila, I'm generally a fan of. So, hi everybody, praise the mighty squirrel in the sky. Hi Jesse, and good morning to all my fellow Germans. Well, hello Minza, good to see you. Hope you're all doing well. What is generic Eastern European anyways? That is fair. I mean, they kind of did the same thing with, speaking of, like, generic Eastern European, like, I've been watching WandaVision, as I'm sure a lot of you have as well, and they do the same thing there, where it's, like, generic Eastern Europe. It's like, yeah, they're, like, Sokovia is, like, somewhere in Eastern Europe. We won't say specifically where, but it's just like an Eastern European vibe. Just like an Eastern, which I feel like can be kind of problematic because I feel like especially in sort of the United States. I can't really speak for other countries or cultures, but I feel like definitely in the United States we tend to like just sort of like see Eastern Europe as like, oh yeah, there's Russia and then there's all the countries that like were under Russian rule, you know? That's like, oh, there's like we don't really acknowledge like the unique histories of different countries and worlds and ethnicities within Eastern Europe. It's all just sort of like, yeah, there's Russian, and then there's countries that were controlled by Russia during the Cold War and the Russian sphere of influence, and they're all just sort of like drab and gray and blah. Is sort of the feeling that we sort of get in games like this, which you know. I think it's slightly more when I say acceptable, like we as a culture accept it more than when we stereotype other cultures. But yeah, it's definitely a problem. I feel like there's not a lot of awareness, and this is an area where I admit I myself am somewhat blind. And even being like my grandparents are Russian, and I come from sort of a Russian background. Like my grandmother used to swear at me in Russian whenever I did anything wrong. She used to call me a svinya, which I believe is pig in Russian. I might be wrong on that. So, but even with that, like I am not as aware as I could be, and so I feel like that's an area where I could be better. About. So, and I think that's a problem with sort of a lot of American entertainment in general. See again, WandaVision. To be very honest with you. Oh God, zombies! Going from like deep, interesting, and then zombies. Hey Maggie, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It is good to see you here tonight, Maggie. Let's see. More zombies. Good night, Thorn Silver. Thank you for joining. I hope you're having a wonderful night. All right. Live long and prosper to yourself, Thorn Silver. You were her piglet. Yeah, I was her piglet. Talking about my grandma. I called her my baba, too. And my grandfather, my pop-up, though I know pop-up doesn't really mean anything, but obviously baba is grandmother in Russian. So yeah, she was my baba. And then my grandmother on my dad's side was of Welsh descent. So she would always teach me like about the Welsh dragon and things like that. Well, you have a Portal playthrough. I actually did a Portal playthrough 2 weeks ago. It should still be up on the channel if you're interested, Mr. Macrovision, on a Portal playthrough. Because I did do that just a few short weeks ago. I know, this game looks, for 2004, it holds up decently well. Like, there's obviously some datedness to it, but for 2004, it still holds up pretty decently. I would generally say. Alright. Yeah, and I do want to play Portal 2. That probably will be next. My next game will either be Portal 2 or probably, I'm finishing, so during the weekday, I will, do my, let me just knock these over. I will probably do my, finish off my Star Trek Elite Force playthrough. I've been playing Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. Hey, Alex! And then I'll do Portal 2 and also Banjo-Kazooie. I want to play Banjo-Kazooie as well. So I'll probably be doing that at some point.
There's a command center downstairs. I'm hoping to find information about generator locations. Ready? Let's go.
Let's do it! Alright. Wah! Yo, we're hiding like jerks. Don't you dare hurt my Alex. Alex is the best person. Don't you ever hurt her. Alright. Games used to be future-proof. I don't know about that. There are some games that have not aged well, even from around this time. Someone asked earlier if I played the Tony Hawk's games. I did play a lot of the Tony Hawk games. My favorite was Tony Hawk 4. I recently replayed the... those games actually aged pretty well. They were very arcadey. I recently started replaying Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remakes. I love Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I adore Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. I am one of those weirdos that like Banjo-Tooie more than Banjo-Kazooie. I really like Banjo-Kazooie.
Sorry, Gordon.
Aye! All right. You know what, Olive? I don't need your judgment. You coming in here with your judgy face? That's how you get Crisis looking better than Crisis 2. Yeah, that is true. Like look at Alex's animation. Like she looks still pretty solid for. Like Alex actually, her design looks still pretty good for 2004. Like even today, like her design looks really really good. All right. How about Star Wars games? Probably, maybe at some point. I've been having a weird hankering to replay Jedi Fallen Order again. Some of the older ones, maybe it sort of depends. Maybe Republic Commando, because I know that's going to be re-released in the near future. Because they announced, I think, during the Nintendo Direct I think it was during the Nintendo Direct that they're going to do Republic Commando, and I loved Republic Commando. That game was great. So I might do a replay of Republic Commando at some point. But, not first. I'm also planning on doing a Mass Effect replay when the Mass Effect re-releases come out, because I know those are going to be coming out in the near future too. I think when were the Mass Effect re-releases supposed to come out? I don't know why. Oh, thank you so much, Duval 59. I appreciate the super chat. You are absolutely lovely and amazing. I know it's been covered to death, but I would love a video essay from you on the Silence of the Lambs. Maybe I'm just an ignorant cis man, but I will never correlate trans people with Buffalo Bill. I talked about Buffalo. I wasn't a full essay on Silence of the Lambs, because that movie sort of sits in a larger context. But I did do a video on that touched upon him, Buffalo Bill, and or her. I guess I don't really know what the pronouns to use for Buffalo Bill, to be very honest with you. But I did do an essay on that called "The Cisgender Gaze." If you look up the cisgender gaze on my channel, there is a video that kind of there's a section in there about Silence of the Lambs. So if you're interested in that, I don't know. I might do a video on Silence of the Lambs in the future. I won't count it out, but it probably would be like just sort of sit in a larger context. So I think that video would probably be the best place that I would recommend to you. Mass Effect Legendary is out in May. Okay, yes. Then that's probably when I'm going to be replaying those games. I'll probably sit down and do a full replay of all the Mass Effect games. And romance my Garrus, my beautiful boy Garrus, who is so adorable and lovely. I adore Garrus so much. He is my eternal boyfriend. All right. Hey, just another broke nerd. It's good to see you. I didn't see you stop in. Just Another Broke Nerd is a wonderful human being, by the way. Just Another Broke Nerd is the person who helped me set up this rig that I'm streaming. I mean, I'm playing on an Xbox One, but it's sort of streaming through my current PC rig, which I got helped build by Just Another Broke Nerd, who is a lovely human being, and I highly recommend you giving him a follow, because he is a absolutely adorable and lovely human being. I say as I try to kill more fascist police. Alright. No! Bad explosions. Die. Die. And die. No! There we go. You know, Star Wars Empire at War with modern mods is pretty popular still. Ooh, interesting. Empire at War was the RTS, right? I believe I remember playing that when I was younger. I played more, there was the Lord of the Rings RTS that I thought was pretty good. It was like, sort of, what was it, Middle-earth at War? Or War for Middle-earth or something like that? It was that Lord of the Rings RTS, and I remember enjoying that quite a bit. To be fair, my favorite RTS is still the Command and Conquer series. I adore the Command and Conquer series so much. That's a series that I really wish I got to play more, or I got to see more of. Like to be honest, the game that I really love is actually not of Command and Conquer, is actually not the RTS version of it. I actually really love Command and Conquer Renegade, one of my favorite multiplayers ever. I love the multiplayer in Command and Conquer Renegade, so overlooked. I was so excited about that. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Lycia. Apologies if I said the name wrong, but thank you so much for the super chat. Enjoy your Sunday. Well, I hope you enjoy your Sunday too. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for the super chat. Also, I loved your pink hair and your profile pictures. Absolutely wonderful. All right. Let's see. There we go. Got him. The inner shields are coming down around my heart, Alex. All right. Well, I wasted that. Oh yeah, Ace Ventura is honestly extremely triggering. Like, Ace Ventura, what's weird about Ace Ventura is my memories of Ace Ventura are... Let me grab this. My memories, like my most prominent memories of Ace Ventura, how do I know I'm supposed to knock this out, but for some reason I can't do it. Ace Ventura, I actually remember watching, the animated series for Ace Ventura before I watched anything else. Oh, one sec, let me grab this. I watched the animated series for Ace Ventura, and I actually never watched the movie. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Yep, that was a dead. I watched the movie of Ace Ventura before I watched the animated series of Ace Ventura before I watched the movie Ace Ventura for a longest time. And so I actually did not know how, like, really hurtful Ace Ventura was until I was younger. So I actually have some weirdly positive memories of Ace Ventura through the animated series that they did, because it was just always on after school of where I was. So I have some weird positive memories of that, but less of the movie. And then I watched the movie later on in life when I was like starting to figure out my like transness. I'm like, oh my god, this is deeply hurtful and offensive and like honestly traumatic. Like that movie's ending is so horrible. It's just like the movie in general is just kind of like really, really transphobic and did not age well at all. Did not age well at all. Like I know the intention of the movie makers was not to be offensive, but gosh, rewatching that scene is just so horrible. It really is really bad. Enough about Ace Ventura though, because oh my gosh, I could talk all day about that movie. And I don't really want to get into specifics on it. Oh my gosh, Cade, yes. Get Conker's for Smash. I would love that. I never beat Conker's Bad Fur Day. My stepmother, who was very much against like M-rated games, would not let me play Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I wanted to play it so bad because it was a Rare game, and I loved Rare so much. So I was very upset that I never actually got to play it. I should actually, maybe I should do a full playthrough. I like played bits and pieces of it when I got older, but never played it all the way through. Maybe I should do a playthrough of it at some point. I won't promise that, but I might do it in the near future. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that, Steve. Cade MacArthur, what if Doom Cock definitely took over the world and saved us all? I mean, I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't be against that. Though, to be fair, I'm not going to speak out against... Well, I have many thoughts and feelings on Doomcock, but they are best not expressed during a stream. Oh, hi! But I have many thoughts about the Phantom Menace, but again, best not for a drunk stream. I'd rather be more careful with my words with them. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Apologies, I shouldn't use Jesus Christ as an expletive. Apologies to anyone who might have been offended by my use of that. Alright. Alright. There we go. Oh my... Ah, stop dying! I keep dying! I agree, Mary Morello. Sonic was a legit Jim Carrey movie. I don't love the Sonic movie. I mean, I like the Sonic movie just fine for what it was, but I hate it as a Sonic movie. Because I'm a huge Sonic fan to the point of, like, I almost got a Sonic Team tattoo on me once when I was younger. I ultimately decided against it, but I almost did. And I like the Sonic movie as it is, but I hate it as a Sonic movie because I don't think it really captures what Sonic is all about. But to be fair, Sonic is not really about the story. So they did the best they could, I feel like, with like making a wide release audience. But I feel like you could have done something more with like the environmentalism message of Sonic. Like the best Sonic stories, and again, Sonic is not about stories. But the best Sonic stories are like they have that, like, even from the core gameplay, always had that sort of environmentalist bent to it that I think was super interesting. Like I love the freedom fighters. The game, the gravity gun I'm supposed to use to knock out the core, which is what I was doing, but I always swear to God if I yep, there it is. Oh, I legit pretended to be Sonic. My friend was Knuckles when we were young. I love that, Mary. My friend and I used to play Mario and Luigi when we were young, and I always got to be Luigi. Luigi, by the way, Luigi, much better than Mario. Luigi is legit great. Stop. Killing. Oh my God. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Oh, accused farm. There's no need for that. There's no need to come into the stream and be mean. So. Alright. Just so everyone knows, don't be... I timed out a cursed farm. There's no need to get angry at a cursed farm. I'm not here to cause negativity. So. Just, I timed him out. And we'll let it be. No, I'm just gonna say, no one, please, no one. I'm just gonna say really quick, just because this happens from time to time. Everyone, a cursed farm said what they said. Let's let it be. I'm not here to. I want to create a positive environment. So let's not worry about it. It's totally fine. People are going to do that. I'm not here to spread negativity or anger, so don't worry about it. And a cursed farm, if you are still listening, I send you my love regardless. Give me a second, Alex. I've got people to kill. There we go. All right. Can I not die, please? For just a second, please. Oh my gosh. I cannot get past this bit. I cannot get past this bit for the life of me. Dear heavens. Oh my... Oh, why am I back here? Alright. I'm going to survive this time. I swear to God. We're going to survive this one. Alright, we're just gonna run. Yes! Yes! I'm alive! I'm surviving! Oh, thank you so much, Clayton. You are better. You are better. You are great, too. But you are better. You are better, Clayton. You are better than me. Thank you, Clayton, for the nice words. Wario Land was great, Means. I love Wario Land. I remember playing Wario Land 4 for on the Game Boy Advanced. I loved Wario Land 4 on the Game Boy Advance so much. I really don't. Jose Martin, the Half-Life series is my favorite science fiction video game. I really don't get Mass Effect. That's totally fair. Half-Life in general is my favorite franchise in general. I am very saddened to see that it hasn't really continued. Though I do need to play Half-Life Alyx so bad. I'm so excited for Half-Life Alyx. Sorry, I need to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Oh, by the way, sorry, Mickey, you're going to bed. Thank you for the wonderful stream off to bed. Well, Mickey, if you're still around, sending you love. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for joining us. You are absolutely lovely, and I appreciate you hanging out. And for anyone else who is heading out in the near future, like, you are all lovely, and thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed and had fun, and had a good time hanging out with the drunkie. I was trying to like combine dressy and drunk. Dressy. Drunk. I feel like J doesn't really match with the D because it's a very similar sound. Drunksy. I'm trying my best here. Am I doing a ship name? Am I doing a ship name with me and being drunk? That's probably not a healthy thing. do not. No one make that a thing, please. Let's see here. Oh no, a loading screen. How dare they? I hate loading screens. They make me feel anxious about the world. I have existential crisis. I don't know what that bit was. Sorry, everybody. Having an existential crisis during a loading screen is a thing apparently. Let's see. All right. Boop-a-doo. Land on the crates. Break up the crates. Crate's gonna break. Crate's gonna break. Gressy Drender. Django. I love it. I love it, Bellabong. Alright, and boom. Boom. Gotta sleep. Keep the rain off your head, Jesse. Well, thank you so much, Edward Beador. Thank you for hanging out. Did you change your profile pic during the stream? Is that an Expanse? Did you change your profile pic to an Expanse profile pic, or am I just crazy? Edward, that is awesome. I love your profile pic. But have a good night. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for the super chats and all the other super chats. I really do appreciate that. All right. Let me kill these man hacks. I'm gonna call them person hacks from now on. These are called person hacks. They're not man hacks, they're person hacks. All right. Also, can I say how much I love all of you for saying goodnight to everybody when they go off the stream? That makes me very happy. You all are you're such one. Oh no, I'm at the drunk where I'm telling people how much I love them, but that's fine. You're all lovely people. You're all wonderful. Scott Wharton, Wharton, apologies if I'm saying your name wrong, but thank you for calming me with being so upset from all the arguing on YouTube channels with Trump supporters. You're all wonderful, fabulous, live long and prosper. Well, thank you so much, Scott, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Cade, why are you so obsessed with me marrying people that are problematic? Cade. Would I marry the villain from Ace Ventura? I mean, I guess the villain from Ace Ventura, I guess, is a trans woman. I mean, I don't know if I would marry them. I'd have to get to know them. I would marry Garrus if we're talking Mass Effect stuff, but Mary says, thank you so much for the streams this week. It's been helping with a pretty rough time. Got laid off on Wednesday, but much more optimistic. Love you all. Well, I'm so sorry that you got laid off. I've definitely been there, Mary. I know what that's like, and I know it's scary, and I know it's hard, but I'm glad that I'm able to help you, and just know that you are wonderful and amazing, and that I mean, I'm sure you already know this, but and I know that getting laid off is I know that it's hard, but just a quick reminder, and again, I'm sure you already know this, but it's always worth hearing. You are beautiful. You are beautiful and amazing no matter what. And good. I'm glad you have job leads, and I'm glad it's going to be okay, Mary. I'm glad you just posted that. So I'm glad for that. But just want to let you know you are wonderful and amazing regardless of that. But I'm glad that I was able to help you with that. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your company. So, and thank you for the super chat too. I really do appreciate that. All right. Oh, we got some zombies. I hear some zombies somewhere. I hate man hacks so much. Man hacks are the worst things. Get out of here, you jerks. Person hacks. The person hacks. I gotta remember that. Alright. It makes sense we're up drunk, or in my case, getting high playing Half-Life, as I barely have any life, let alone half of one. Fada, I'm with you. Don't worry. I have no life. My life is this. To be very fair with you. Would you marry Gordon Freeman? I don't know if I'd marry Gordon. I would marry Alex. Gordon Freeman, I mean, dude's got a PhD, so he's definitely got brains, but I don't know. I like to be very talkative, as I'm sure all of you can tell, as my ranting and raving on here can speak for. So maybe my quietness will speak for, will be enough to fill the void that Gordon leaves behind with his silence. But Gordon's such a non-character. I don't know, Gordon is supposed to be a character. Gordon's supposed to be a non-character. He's just supposed to be, smart, silent dude that you can identify into. I mean, I guess the fact that Gordon solves so many problems with shooting things makes me a little bit, Little bit hesitant on him, but we'll see. When I'm logging off, I want Jesse to tell me that I'm scum, but cute nonetheless. Means you are not scum. I will not tell you you are scum. You are cute. I will tell you you're cute. You are freaking cute, but you are not scum. I will never tell you you're scum. I will never tell anyone they're scum. I would never tell the person who I like have the most problems with that they're scum. It's just not something that I don't like telling people they're scum. Unless it's in a no, never mind. I won't say that. Oh god, that's a dead Jesse. That's a dead sea. It's a dead sea. The Dead Sea Scrolls. That's what you see right here. A dead Jesse. A dead sea. Oh boy. I think being talkative is a YouTuber plus. I think so too. I think you kind of need to be talkative to be a YouTuber. I don't think being a quiet YouTuber would work very well. I mean, you could. Oh, Lisa Garrison. Real question here: would you marry T'Pol? Yes. And it's well, yes. Season 4 T'Pol, to be specific. Season 1 T'Pol, she still has some stuff to work out. She needed to be a little bit more emotive. And maybe that's me being a bit racist against Vulcans, but all of Star Trek's a bit racist against Vulcans, so I think that's fine. But Season 4 T'Pol, I would 100% marry. I actually really liked Trip and T'Pol, and I think they worked really, really well together. I really liked Season 4 T'Pol quite a bit. So, I would 100% kill. I just saw Minza said I killed Jesse, and I just said I would kill T'Pol. No, I would totally marry Season 4 T'Pol. 100% Lisa. Alright, yeah. Gordon got a PhD to push a damn trolley. Yeah, that's honestly true. In the first Half-Life, he only pushes a trolley, really. Is that, like, that's his whole job. Push a trolley and throw a switch. Is really the whole thing with that. Hi there, zombie pal. I'm gonna save here so I don't have to go through all that again. Gordon Freeman is a millennial confirmed. Oh my gosh, yes. Why are you jumping on the Amazon? Why are you jumping on the Amazon delivery box? So you mean the box that I had over there? All right. I mean, screw Amazon delivery. Dang it, let's take down Amazon. I mean, they... Oh my gosh. They need to... Oh no! Why? There we go. Don't hit me. That was a very mean thing to do. I was just trying to kill you. Why you gotta be so mean like that? You know? I was only just trying to murder you. I have to go, but I just subbed to your channel a few days ago. Love the content. Y'all have fun. Well, thank you so much, Devin the songwriter. It's good to see you, and thank you for hanging out. Okay, MacArthur, do you think that Marty McFly's future daughter is trans? I haven't seen a Back to the Future Part 2 in such a while. It's been a hot minute. I feel like I need to... Ooh, okay, what's that? Puzzle solving is fun. I need to rewatch that movie. It's been a hot minute. I seen Back to the Future 1 relatively recently, but I haven't seen Parts 2 and Part 3 in a while, to be completely honest with all of you. Alright. No. Bad head crab. Bad head crab. Bad head crab. Bad head crab. You're the head crabbiest. Oh no! Poor guy. Oh god, oh god, hi! This is not a good look. I don't like this. Too many things going on here. Oh gosh, not a good time to run out of ammo. Alright. In Germany, Amazon is still getting better. Still blows, but better. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not for Amazon in general, to be very honest. It's just a big mega corporation. I mean, oh boy, hello. It's a big mega corporation, and big mega corporations are gonna do what capitalism does, and you know, I'll always work towards the profit motive rather than actually towards the betterment of people, and they'll do performative actions of benefiting people. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm glad that they're getting better in certain respects, but I still don't really like big mega corporations in general, to be very honest. Jesse trying not to get crabs like the rest of us. Hey, believe me, I don't want any crabs, but also Jesse has not. Oh God, no, nope. We're not getting into horny. See that you when you get drunk Jesse, you get into these stages. You'll all learn the stages of drunk Jesse eventually if I do enough of these streams. Which is first there's the fun giggly Jesse, then there's the Jesse that is I want to tell everybody how much I love them, which is honestly kind of not that dissimilar from regular Jesse, but it's a bit more pronounced. And then you get into the horny Jesse, which is probably where I'm at now, for all being very honest. So we won't go there, but that is probably about the stages. And then after horny Jesse comes hungry Jesse, if I recall, and it'll probably be like as soon as the stream ends, it's probably I wonder if there's an open Taco Bell nearby. It's probably the Jesse that will happen once the stream ends. Oh boy. Oh, well, I screwed that up. All right. Bong Chill. Still, Amazon money will be behind the new gun, so I don't know how to feel. I mean, this is the thing. Like, there are things that mega corporations do that can be beneficial. Like, they can bring a lot of jobs to a certain area. They can, like, economically help a certain area. But I still think, and that's not to discount. Again, this is going into the, like, things are not wholly good or wholly bad. Like, this isn't to say like Amazon has not done any good. But I generally think that big mega corporations are generally always going to be kind of harmful towards, people being able to live their lives, because capitalist societies are just capitalist societies, and that's what they do. They make us worry more about doing work than actually living our lives and trying to feel like we can just exist as people. Drunk Jesse is too drunk to be eloquently communist or leftist, so I apologize that my political rants on Amazon are probably not as profound as they could be. But I do think that is generally the case. I mean, the other thing too is the problem that I heard with Amazon. So for those of you who don't know, I used to actually work at Microsoft. I used to work at Microsoft as a video producer. I made a series for them on their YouTube channel called Microsoft Unboxed. That I think is still on their YouTube channel, but I used to be the producer and director for that series for a little while, and that was one of the jobs I actually got let go from for several different reasons, and nothing to do with me as a person, but just Microsoft and YouTube. But anyways, long story short, I worked there, and one of the things that I did appreciate a little bit about Microsoft, and Microsoft itself is not a perfect company for many other different reasons, was they at least understood work-life balance. And I knew many people at Amazon who worked at Amazon that Amazon is a company that will burn you out very quickly because they demand you spend so much of your time there. Like, Microsoft at the very least understands a little bit more of work-life balance. Now, they have a very sexist culture at Microsoft. Again, not to hate on them, but there was a letter while I was there that went out about like women talking about that culture at Microsoft. And so there's that problem. That's sort of like a tech sector in general problem. But the problem with Amazon to a lot of degree, even in upper management, is you are supposed to give your life to the company, and you're supposed to work very hard and like give everything, and if you don't measure up, then you're going to be kicked out. Netflix actually has a very similar model. It's like you need to be the best of the best, and if you will be fired if you are not the best of the best, which encourages like everyone working all the time and working very hard, which I think is just not healthy. Like, we should have a better work-life balance in all things. Our society tells us that we should like give everything and work all the time, and that our value is only measured in how much we can produce. And I think that is not even close to true. You are valuable as who you are, not for what you can make and what you can produce. I think what we make and what we produce is really wonderful. Like, I hope that the stuff that I make is really helpful and wonderful and adds to humanity, but I am still valuable even if I didn't make a damn thing. I'm still worthwhile as a human being if I didn't make a damn thing. Like, who I am is beautiful and worthwhile regardless. And I think that if we acknowledge that and encourage that, I feel like we will help people be able to make humanity better than it is now, because we will be encouraging the best parts of ourselves instead of just the parts of ourselves to just produce and make and go. And there's this idea that like we need the profit motive in order for humanity to advance, and like I understand that to a degree, and there's an element of the profit motive helps accelerate things and help things go faster, but I do also think that like we can be so much more if we just encourage humanity to believe in ourselves and community and finding connection and being better because we connect with each other rather than we just are working to produce and trying to make things for our own profit, our own incentive. Is like, no, we should be making things because we want to make things better for each other, and we want to uplift each other. We want to uplift our lives and not sacrifice our morality at the hands. Like, yeah, I agree. Like, Bellabong, children are dying. The injustice of the world's hide in those 3 words. Like, Amazon is, like, because there was a great point in the show The Good Place. And I mean, this isn't exclusive to The Good Place. There's many, like, philosophy and things that discuss this. Like, we're all complicit in, like, really terrible stuff because of capitalist societies, and there's no getting away from it, you know? You know, I'm airing right now on YouTube, which is an extremely problematic company, and I don't love it, you know? But we all have to live our lives and do what we got to do and how we connect with each other. And I don't know. I am a very sappy leftist. I agree, Billabong. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop drunken doing my leftist rants. Now, how do I get? Oh God, there we go. I was like, how do I get out of that? But yeah, I'm a very sappy leftist. That's what Star Trek does to you, right? It makes you like, I don't know. I want to believe that the world can be better and that we will be better and that we can grow. And I think the way we grow is through believing in the best of ourselves and the best of humanity. And that's what I truly believe. And that doesn't mean that I guess I'm an optimist in that regard, but I don't know. I like being an optimist. So I'm realizing you're making a Patrick Stewart speech again. No, come back! Dang it! You distracted me with the comparison to Patrick Stewart. I was so honored for a second. I'm like, I missed the platform. Dang it, Gozer! What have you done? I totally blame you, Gozer. You're lovely. No, Gozer, don't ever think I hate you. You are adorable and amazing, and I love your comments on my videos. Honestly, legitimately, I know I have. To be very honest, I read all my comments, and Gozer, I adore that you comment on so many videos. I always look for your comments, Gozer. As I look for, I like, it's interesting to just see the regular commenters on the channel. So I agree, Seal. The Good Place season 3. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. 100%. 100%. My darling is up. I have to prepare breakfast. Jesse, your part. Minza, you are you are not scum. You are absolutely beautiful and amazing and wonderful, and I'm very appreciative, Minza, that you spent time with me tonight. And I hope that you had fun. I hope that you have a good time, and I hope the rest of your day is absolutely lovely. And I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and I appreciated your company. So I hope, yeah, I'll just end up repeating myself. So thank you so much, Minza, for joining us. Agreed, Olive. We need more unions. Unionization is good. I have to up my comment game. Christy, you can just DM me. Let's see. That was an accidental two-parter, but this chat moves so fast. Yeah, it does. It is moving pretty fast. Y'all are very you are all very excited commenters, which I'm happy about. Don't get me wrong. I like the comments. Keep them coming. Oh God, why do I keep running out of ammo? Remember how DS9 ended with Frankenar giving up capitalism, right? Someone, I think maybe it was my season 3. Maybe it was in my live stream on Thursday. But someone brought up a great idea of Ferenginar. If we go and see Ferengi in Star Trek Discovery season 4, we see the Ferengi and they're like uber communist at that point, which I think would make perfect sense for the Ferengi and would be a really cool development for that race and show them in like a new light and do something new with them in an interesting way that would kind of speak to today in a really cool way. I would actually really love that. Let me not die here. I see the super chat and I will get to it in just a hot second. I just need to not die. Hopefully, fingers crossed. All right. Gonzo Link, number one, heart for you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love your stuff and love that you're playing my favorite game of all time. Just wanted to say thanks. Well, thank you, Gonzo Link. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for joining. And I'm glad that this is your favorite game because it's one of my favorite games too. I adore this game. Let's see. Bad. No, don't. Oh boy. Yes, I did it. I did the thing, June Lee. I did the thing. Or is it June Lee? I always say June Lee. It's Julie, I guess is her name. From oh god. Just don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. 'Cause living is good, dying not as good. Just don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Living is very good thing to do. I like living, how about you? Blow up mine, you damn mine. I should probably get better about throwing grenades. I don't really throw grenades in this game. Probably because I'm not good at throwing grenades in this game. That was there we go. I was like, I am not good at all at throwing grenades apparently. Let's see, where do I go here? Where's the aim? Is it there? Yes, I guess that's it. Hey, Ashlyn Solstice, good to see you. By the way, I need to message you, Ashlyn. Remind me tomorrow, probably not tonight, but remind me tomorrow, Ashlyn. I need to message you. Let's see. Let's see. Where am I going? Oh God, no! Damn it! I hate it when I do that. Good, I'm glad life is good. Alright. Alright. Let me not die here. Okay. Sorry, this is very, very bad. There we go. Oh God, okay. Whew. Okay. This is one thing I hate about old video games. They make you walk very tight balance beams with controls that are not made for tight balance beams way too often. And then sometimes I like that. Sometimes I'm like, dear God, why? Why would you do that? If it's the core characters, Julie, do the thing. No! No, I got all the way there. I got all the way there and then I die. Ah! Dang it. Dang it, game. Why do you hate me so? I try. I do my best. I do my best. I started to say do my best, and I almost went and did my the Boy Scout oath, which is, let's see if I can remember the Boy Scout. I was an Eagle Scout, or I am an Eagle Scout, I guess I should say. So, oh gosh, do I have to yeah, I have to kill all these guys again. That's what I remember. On my honor, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. There we go. Scout law. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and revenant. You all know what I mean. Oh boy. Get up here, get up here, get up here. There we go. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I'll check out the chat. I just want to make sure I don't die. Apologies if I'm missing some stuff in the chat for a second here. Okay. If any of you are developers, that link I sent will be really funny. Let's see. Do you find yourself having to remember it's real, like not try to climb the ladders and jump on tempting roofs and stuff? Yes. I never got past Cub Scouts. Let's see. Steve in peace. Revenant would be more interesting. I'm such a fan of the undead. Yes, I agree. There was a movie called The Revenant starring the guy from Heroes. the like immortal dude from Heroes that I actually really liked when I was younger. I thought it was a very good movie. Reverend, thank you, Gozer. The indoctrination is strong with me. I definitely remember all. Why do I remember all of that Boy Scouts oath? Probably because I had to say it like a billion times. They make you say it before every scout meeting and everything. Let's see. That's that Boy Scout indoctrination going on here. All right. What time is it? Oh wow, 12:30. Dang, I've been playing for 2.5 hours. Dang. I somehow feel like Jesse in my life would have been much better if we got to be Girl Scouts. I mean, I don't disagree. Would have much rather sell the cookies than the damn popcorn that they make you sell. To be fair, I did like the Boy Scout chocolate popcorn. I did like the Boy Scout chocolate popcorn. That was actually really good. Though that's the most cookie-ish one that they have. It's like who wants the stupid freaking who wants the Boy Scout popcorn? Come on. No, Steve! Oh, poor Steve. I hate it when Steve dies. Gosh dang it, they killed Steve. Alright, let's see if I can get through this. Can you tie all the knots? I am terrible with knots. I wore no tie shoes for the longest time. I am terrible with knots. Do not ask me to make knots. Don't know. Stop it. Don't shoot me. Oh god, too many snipers. Sniper, no sniping. Oh yeah, Boy Scouts did popcorn for the longest time. At least my troop did. We sold popcorn. The caramel popcorn is really good. I like the chocolate popcorn. I think the chocolate popcorn was probably my personal favorite, to be very honest with you. Run. No, Steve! Oh my gosh, did Steve get shot? Oh! No, the Steve bites the dust. Oh, poor Steve. Oh, I feel so bad for Steve. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, creepy music time. I like creepy music time. Oh god! Nope. Whoa. Oh, that would be my controller finally dying. Which is why I brought new batteries. Toss those in the trash. And get new batteries. Sniper no sniping will always be funny. I'm glad. I like that. I was kind of proud when I said it. I probably was not the first to. I was probably not the first to come up with that, but sniper no sniping is great. Yeah, Girl Scouts are also problematic. I mean, I did a whole essay, not on my channel. I think I did it for The Advocate when I worked at The Advocate. I did a video, or maybe it was a video. I don't remember. On the history of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. I do like the fact that the Girl Scouts were basically created because the Boy Scouts were like, nah, girls can't join. So the girls were like, all right, we'll go create our own thing. I think that was kind of fun. But yeah, the Girl Scouts are also very problematic. I mean, I don't know all the express history of the Girl Scouts as much as I know the express history of the Boy Scouts, which is got its own stuff. That's oh god, let me kill this zombie and I'd get killed. But yeah, it's got its own stuff. But I feel Girl Scouts, at the very least, they were also like reinforcing gender norms and things like that. But I don't know the full account of Girl Scouts as much as I know the full account of, or at least more of the account of Boy Scouts. I don't want to claim to be a full historian of the Boy Scout, but I generally have a good idea. Let's see. I mean, for those of you who don't know, I worked at a Boy Scout camp. I was a Boy Scout camp counselor for about 10 years.
Help! Help me! We thought it'd be safer down here. Little we know the place is infested.
You're infested.
Most of them headed upstairs.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
I guess they're still up there.
Alright. Well, I will save you, my friend. Maybe. We'll form our own scouts with green clothing and cookies. Yes, that was basically the Girl Scouts. Like, we'll form our own scouts. We'll do it ourselves. Fine, you don't want us? We'll do it ourselves. Oh god, zombies! Bad zombies. What are the Girl Scout ranks? I actually don't remember the Girl Scout ranks. No, did he die? Okay, good, he's still alive. I know there's Brownie, but that's really about the only one I remember. Because I wasn't a Girl Scout, so I really have no idea. Let's have a moment of silence for all the Steves lost. Let's pray for all the Steves. Poor Steves. Alright. Did I double back? I think I doubled back. Yeah, this is where I was. We'll form our own Girl Scouts with blackjack and hookers, Cade MacArthur says. I love it. Alright. Yeah, I think I was supposed to go back down there. And then that door leads me back to where I was. And then there's nothing over here of interest. Not really. Nothing over here of interest. It wasn't a very good... Hey, Philip Hawkins! Good to see you! Everyone say hi to Philip. Philip is a wonderful other YouTuber who makes some really great content. I liked your Big Finish sketch that you did earlier this week. I thought that was a lot of fun. Good job on that, by the way, I should say. So, yeah, Philip, good to see you. All right. Rainbow Brown. Rainbow? Rainbow is a rank in Girl Scout. I should have been a Girl Scout. There's a rainbow rank? Wow, I was totally... I 100% was born on the... born seen as the wrong gender. Like, dang, there's a rainbow rank? Ugh. We got Weeblos. What the hell is a Weeblo? Girl Scouts over here having the frickin' have a frickin' rainbow rank, and I have to be a frickin' Weeblo? No one knows what a Weeblo is. Let me guess. Does anyone know what Weeblo... I'm curious. Does anyone here know... Oh, hey, it's Barney. Does anyone here know what a Weeblo stands for? Because I remember, and I don't think anyone really does. It's silly. It's the dumbest thing. Ah, it's so nice that everyone's saying hi to Philip. Hi, Barney! Stop shooting me. Oh yeah, fine. Let me do all the hard work. You don't want to take them out yourself. Grenades, Gordon. Let me just do it. You could have. You've been here this whole time. Oh my god, I am terrible with this. I'm glad that sniper's just hanging out there waiting for me to just throw the grenade in. Oh my gosh, I am going to... Yep, there it is. I knew I was going to die. What the F is way below? Do they wobble and not fall down? Oh my gosh, Gozer. Gozer, I love that. What the F is a Weeblo? So Weeblo, for those of you who don't know, it's... So if I'm trying to remember exactly. So there's Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts is what you are when you are like 13 and up, and there's like the ranks for Boy Scout is it's a Scout, then Tenderfoot, Star? I might be missing one between Tenderfoot and Star, but Star, Heart, Eagle, and then there's Eagle, like Silver Eagle, Bronze Palm Eagle, Gold Palm Eagle, and then Silver Palm Eagle is weirdly the highest one. But for Cub Scouts, which is like I think like 8, I think is where you start. 8, you start with as a Tiger Scout, then you go to it's Tiger, Bear, Tiger, Wolf, Bear, and then Weeblo. And Weeblo, it stands for We Will Be Loyal Scouts. That's what Weeblo stands for. Weeblo stands for We Will Be Loyal Scouts, which is the most indoctrinee BS sort of stuff. Is like, yeah, the name of the rank is like some weird like we will be loyal scouts. We like brainwashy stuff. It's weird. Stop shooting. God dang it. I am so terrible with these grenades. Oh my gosh, just one grenade. Thank you for being so kind and letting me kill you. There we go. That sniper should have totally had me there. There was no way that I was supposed to that I should have survived that. Also, what's happening with that crow? That crow is having a day. Honestly, this crow is relatable. That crow right there, 100%. This, I've never seen a thing more relatable in a video game. Just, it wants to fly away, and yet it's stuck in concrete. Truly, truly relatable. Alright, let me kill that guy. I'm gonna save here. Best thing about Girl Scouts is them cookies. They are good cookies. I do like those peanut butter cookies. The tagalongs, I love the tagalongs. Stop shooting me. All right, I got one grenade here. If I can get this guy. Oh, that worked out well. The crow is the trans glass ceiling. Thank you for being so kind and letting me kill you, Gozer. Yup. Pretty much. I think, oh god. Hi. Nope. Ah! Stop shooting me! I don't like it. Bad. Your vital signs are critical. Alright, let's see if I can not die here. We'll see how well this goes. Alright. Dang it! Oh my gosh, this is gonna end terribly. I am so dying on this playthrough, everybody. Just be well aware. Crow, I'm doing the best I can. Alright, everyone just be aware. I know I am going to die, but I'm gonna try my best. The futility is its own reward. Oh my god. Why can I not do this? Oh, I am so terrible. I am so terrible at this. Alright. Ah! Alright, 3, fire. Come on, shoot. Shoot, buddy. There we go. And go. Oh my god! Oh my god. Why? Oh my gosh. Okay. There it is. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Alright, I gotta pay attention here. Get this stupid sniper. Do I still have to kill the sniper again still too? I feel like I feel like, oh, there's that dang crow. Yeah, I think I like this sniper still alive. Yeah, this reload session. Nope. Well, I will go grab more. Dang it! Got shot again! Alright. I was told that Weeblo is We Will Be Loyal Scouts. Is where, but I guess that makes sense too. Where Bear Lion Scout. There is no Weeblo's rank. Oh! Did they change it? I remember in my Boy Scout handbook that Weeblo is We Will Be Loyal Scouts. Maybe I'm wrong. You might be right. You might be very right. But I seem to recall that that was the phrasing of it. But yeah, I may be misconstruing that. I may be. Oh my! Dang it! Oh, why not eat the sniper from underneath? I feel like because I'm supposed to do it up here. God darn it! I'm in that frustrating part of the game where it's like, oh my gosh, stop it. I think Jesse is sobering up and that is somehow hurting your gameplay. Yeah, I'm like not in the Zen mode anymore. I think that's probably what it is. Alright, let's try. Dang it. Alright, let's try that. Alright, I'm gonna try not to run. Yep, there it is. Alright, I'm trying to, okay. Let me try this one last time. Let's just try and walk across this. Okay. Grab that. I'm going to try and get this correctly. Sorry, I'm going to pay attention. Dang it! No! I was so close. Okay, let's try again. Oh god, hi. Oh my god. I am sorry. Good, I'm glad. Okay, Emily, I'm glad that I'm not the only one that thinks it was We Will Be Loyal Scouts. I was fairly sure that's what it was. Alright, I'm gonna. Okay, first off, let's get that guy. Goodbye. Okay. Grab that. Run. Okay. Here's where we're gonna save, so I don't have to keep reloading at the same dang spot. I'm sure all of you are like, Jesse, you can do this. All right, I am going to do this. I will succeed at this basic tutorial part of the game. That crow believes in me. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's do this thing.
Gordon, take out these snipers, would you? Hey, look at the grenades, would you?
Okay, I don't need you to rub it in. Boom! 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 Suck it! Boom! I did it! I did it! I did the thing! I did the thing! I did the thing! Booyah! Let's all celebrate! I am so proud of myself. This is the best accomplishment I've ever had in my life. Do it for Steve. Dr. Elphinstone. That was for Steve. That was for poor Steve. All right, Barney, where are we going? Where are we going?
You're quite the returning hero these days, Gordon.
For Steve! Mic drop. I did it. Now let's just save to make sure I never have to ever do that again. Oh my gosh, I feel so that was the best sense of accomplishment I have gotten in a while. That felt nice. That felt really that felt really nice. Oh, I don't like I'm joking, but also not joking. That felt really good. BSA was founded by Mormons who ran org for a long time, so yeah, religion. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of religious stuff going on in the Boy Scouts. I mean, I almost didn't get because I identify as agnostic. Oh, one second, let me not die from these things. I identify as agnostic, so I almost wasn't allowed to get my my Eagle Scout rank because I wasn't fulfilling the reverent part of the Scout law. I had to make like a really interesting argument for how, because the way that I did my Eagle Council when I was going for my Eagle Scout rank, and they like sit in like the way my Eagle Scout Council was done, they had it in an actual in like an actual old courtroom. So it was like they were sitting up in the judges' chairs, and I was like a poor like 16-year-old kid being like, oh god, what do I do? And I was just like sitting with, they didn't even give you a table, you just had to sit there with no shield, just like looking up at these people, and they made you go through each and every one of the Scout laws. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Made you go through each one of those and explain how you displayed those in your day-to-day life. And the hardest one for me was reverent. How do you describe that you are reverent, especially when I was openly agnostic, especially at the time? And you know, I still am what you would call agnostic theist to today. And so they like gave me this whole spiel about religion. Obviously, it was very heavily Christian influenced because obviously, and the argument that I made was that I tried to learn, you know, sticking to my Star Trek roots. Even then, back when I was a kid, was my goal as a agnostic person is to try to learn about as many different cultures and religions as possible. The way I show reverence is to try to learn about different religions and different ideas of the way that we go through the world. And so I practice trying to learn about other cultures, and that's how I show my reverence towards you know, a higher power, I guess. Which I still do. I mean, that's who I am. Like, I am someone who wants to learn about different religions and cultures. But it was sort of an interesting argument. And now that I think about it, it's like, wow, that does kind of speak to, like, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. That's just, like, interesting. That's, I don't know, I guess it just speaks to who I am. Just liking to learn about other people. Weirdly profound stuff, I guess. Can you be reverent towards the universe and the pale blue dot and all that? I am not against that. Oh, it's time to storm the Capitol building. This doesn't have weird undertones nowadays. Yep, the storm the Capitol part of the game. The sacred, and thus the seed of sacred treks was planted. I definitely agree. Agree, Seal 0626. All right, let's storm the Capitol building. Oh boy, I guess the context is much better in this game than it is in real life. In fact, way better. But let's see. I guess they're both still fascist governments. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be reading that much into this game right now. Anywho, Cade McCarthy, would you marry Gina Carano? I mean, probably not. Not. I mean, I have nothing against her. She is not. I guess she is kind of my type, but her views are just so problematic, especially right now. But I would love to have a conversation. Oh God, big laser beams. I would love to have a conversation with Gina Carano. Like I said earlier about J.K. Rowling, like I have nothing against her personally. I find some of her views to be harmful, and by the way, she is not on the. She is. Gina Carano is by no means on the same level as J.K. Rowling in terms of harm caused. So I have nothing against Gina Carano as a person. I find some of her views to be harmful. And there's a conversation to be had about cancel culture, which is its own whole thing to break down. That is too much for drunk Dressy at the moment. But you know, I have nothing against her, Gina Carano. I just think we need to discuss where her views are hurtful and harmful in many different ways. Oh God. All right. But Jesse is too drunk to discuss Gina Carano right now. All right. Just because mostly because she's like a hot button issue, and I don't want to incite anything at the moment. To be honest with you, I have more than enough harassment for my other videos on Gina Carano, which was not great. All right. All right, Steves, y'all ready? Council of Steves, let us go. I'm gonna save here. I feel like I'm near the end of this game. I'm wondering, maybe I was debating. I might end the stream. Not yet, but not for maybe in another like 15-20 minutes. I might end the stream because I am starting to sober up and get a little bit tired. Ooh, God, that's dark. But we'll see how I feel in about 15-20 minutes. I've said that before, and then it kept going even past 15-20 minutes. So we'll see how I go. I'm gonna go for another 15-20 minutes, and we'll check in, and we'll see if I want to keep going after that. Just so everyone's aware. All right. I might keep going. I might get a second wind. We'll see. Council of Steves. What is this? A crossover episode? Why does Star Wars engender such harassment? It's a fantasy series about space wizards. I mean, it's the thing that people care about, right? This is the same thing with Star Trek. We start to hold things as sacred. We're talking about sacred treks, right? We start to hold things as sacred. And because we start to hold things as sacred, we start to have this idea of canon and things that are right or incorrect to how we view it. And so when something goes against how we view something, and Star Wars is such a, like, Star Trek is a big thing, but Star Wars is always bigger than Star Trek. And so Star Wars just gets all this vitriol, and then obviously it feeds into the culture war that's going on in our society right now, where we are pitted against each other in stupid fights, like this cancel culture BS, which is like, there's a larger conversation about cancel culture, but it's ultimately just being used as like as a culture war thing where the left is pitted against the right, when really we shouldn't be fighting each other at all. And so it's just like, it's just a nonsense fight that we're made to pit against each other, and sort of our like sacredness of Star Wars and other pop culture franchises feeds into this like culture war viewpoint of the world, where it's like we need to have what's correct and what's wrong, and whoever doesn't believe me is inaccurate. Anyways, it's a larger conversation to be had, but it's just sad and frustrating, and that sort of stuff, you know? Because I honestly feel like the people who harass people, not to give them a pass, because their stuff that they do is the harassment they do is awful and horrible, but I think it's just all comes to this stupid culture war nonsense that just frustrates me to no end, because it just eliminates productive conversation and conversations between people that I feel like I would get along with, you know, in another world, in another context, where we weren't pitted against each other and our identities weren't politicized, where like me being trans was somehow like a political thing and said something about me intrinsically in terms of like my value and my worth and my political views. Me being trans is just me being trans. It just is what it is, and I'm a person. And I'm lovely and beautiful just as anyone is lovely and beautiful, regardless of if they're trans or not. And I don't know. I'm ranting now. I guess I didn't have a larger point. I'm just sort of ranting. Sorry. Culture war stuff just frustrates me because it's just so stupid. It's just stupid. Like, we need to talk. I like talking about it. I like breaking it down because I think there's ways to create productive conversations with it. But it also just frustrates me too. All right, how do I get around this? I love how all of you are just ignoring me ranting about this and you're talking about how Jadzia is hot, which is also true. Jadzia is freaking amazing. I freaking love Jadzia so much. Also, I've been really finding love for Esri. I'm worried. Do I walk through this? I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything. Yep, okay. Yep, I'm just supposed to do that. I see. Terry Farrell is freaking amazing. Yes, I agree. Cool boy. Racism is a social construct created by the elite to keep the average person fighting against each other. Good points, Jesse. Yeah, I mean, I talked about this. I did a video on Spock and how, like, in the episode Balance of Terror, about like how, you know, racialization works and all that race is. I mean, not to diminish like the very real harm that people feel because of their race. Like, black people and people of color face a lot of harm for being black and for being people of color, and the way our society targets them for being those identities. Same things with being trans and other things too, in different contexts and different ways those things work. But racism and races are just political things made to keep us fighting each other. Like, if you know, certain political leaders go and rant about trans people in sports, everyone gets angry about trans people in sports and not about the actual issues at hand that capitalism caused, and you know, the class and like the upper class sort of creates infighting against all of us. So yeah, there's my leftist rant, everybody. Jessie doing her leftist rants. I adore Esri. In fact, I filmed. It's not released yet. Probably won't be released till next month. But I filmed a video on how much I love Esri. So there will be a video on Esri in the near future, and how much I adore her. Oh, Esri drove you nuts, Emily? I love her because I did, like I said, I'm doing a whole video on her, but she reminds me so much of me as I was starting to transition. There's like so much in Esri that like I identify with as like, in terms of like early transition, Jessie, as like someone learning to find her own identity and find her own sense of self within a new sense of my body and new sense of my life. And Nicole Dubois, I think, is adorable, and she played Esri so beautifully and adorable. I think is so fascinating. And yeah, Christy, you are a mod. You should be able to share the link. That video you did on being a white passing person in your family, I think was a really good video. It's actually one of my favorites of yours. You should please share that link because I think it's a really good video of yours. All right. Steves! It's more Steves. Welcome to the Council of Steves. Join the council. Join the Steve Council. Steve the Stouncil? Steve Stevouncil. Something like that. There's something in there. Ah, dang it. Man, my aim with grenades is terrible. Guys, get out of my way. Steve. Oh my god, Steve. Dang it, Steve. You know what? You're making me... Screw that, Steve. It's all your fault. These pronouns are driving me crazy. Yeah, there's literally an episode of Deep Space Nine where Esri has like the most trans conversation with her family I've ever seen. She like talks about pronouns. It's like, I don't understand pronouns. I don't know if I'm a man or a woman. I'm like, oh, that is so relatable. So relatable. Spider Cat, thank you so much for the super chat, Spider Cat, and thank you for joining us. I haven't seen you in here before, so I hope I don't hope you're just joining. I'm glad that you just joined. I just became a subscriber after seeing the stream and some of your recent videos. Take my money. Well, thank you, Spider Cat. Well, I appreciate you subscribing, and I appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate you even more than all of that. I appreciate you being here and joining us. Thank you so much, and it's nice to see you here. Yes, we are all part of the Council of Steves. Free the Steves! That is now the name of Jesse Stans. Oh my gosh. All Jesse Stans are now Steves. No one will get, you are all in on that. No, this is where that will originate, and no one else will get it but all of you who are watching the stream right now. Be like, where did that, like 20 years from now, oh god, me doing this in 20 years is a thought. But you know, whenever it's like years from now when people are like, where did that start? It started here. Christy, you don't worry about you pinching your channel. I will pinch your channel for you. please share that video. Please, everyone, check out that video that Christy shared, because that video is wonderful, and I thought it was a very personal essay about her sharing her story about being a white passing person in her family. And I think that it was a very profound video and a very thoughtful video, and you should all watch it. I think it was very good. So, Christy, don't feel bad about pinching your channel, because I'll promote you, because you deserve it, because you are a wonderful person. I mean, all of us deserve it. Like, but that video was absolutely excellent. I think you deserve views on that. So, Airlock Bashir. No, okay. Season 1 and 2 Bashir, totally. Season 1 and 2 Bashir, crap. But I actually really came to like Bashir later on in the season. See, generally, not always, but as a general rule, my favorite characters on most of the Star Trek shows are the doctors on the shows. Like, original series, McCoy's my favorite. TNG, my favorite would probably be Data. Or actually, you know what? That's a lie. Riker. I adore Riker quite a bit. Troy I also really like, too, on TNG. But probably Riker would be my favorite, Data being a close second, followed by Picard. And then probably Troy. Deep Space Nine, Bashir is up there. Kira's up there too. Jadzia is definitely my number 1 though. But it would probably be like Jadzia, Kira, then probably late season Bashir. Probably. And then Voyager. I love the Doctor. 7 of 9 in the Doctor by far, and then Janeway being number 3. So, and then Enterprise, like Phlox. Like Phlox is amazing. Trip would probably be my favorite character there, but Phlox I adore. Phlox, I think, is like the epitome of everything I love about Star Trek. Excuse me. The more I'm doing a rewatch of TNG, I'm actually almost done with season 7. The more I watch TNG, the more I realize like how freaking great Riker is. Like, Riker is so sex positive, and so like I love how there's so many cutaways. Like, literally, if you go back and rewatch Next Generation, one of my favorite things is anytime any character mentions like something about sex or sexuality, Riker will always give like a snide like smile, and like in like a supportive smile. He's like, "Yeah, you get some." Like, even when Troy got laid and got to like go on a date, he didn't like Riker never really had. There was a couple times where he had jealousy, but like there's even a whole episode where like another guy's lusting after Troy, and Riker, and the guy's like, "Yeah, well, I'm gonna get with Troy, so screw you, Riker." And Riker's like, screw you. It's like, you're never gonna make me feel bad. Like, I'm glad that Troy's getting some. I'm glad that she's getting laid. Like, I just love the sex positivity of Riker. It's so wonderful. And the way he is so supportive of other people just finding relationships and finding their, like, and finding joy in their own bodies. It's so wonderful. Like, oh my God. Like, I know that, like, and it comes across so well. Like, I'm rewatching the show, it's just, like, it legitimately, like, works so well. I'm surprised by how well Riker's sex positivity aged, considering, like, I feel like a lot of that sex positivity probably came out of Gene Roddenberry a little bit, who was also very sex positive, but in a very male-centric way. Like, he always centered male sexuality over female sexuality. I mean, read the Star Trek The Motion Picture novelization if you don't believe me on that front, because, whoo, boy, there's a lot of male-centric stuff there. But I will give him credit. Sex positivity was a very positive, like, a good thing that he showcased. I just wish it wasn't so male-centric. But Riker showcased that, but did it in a way that I felt was very, like, not male-centric, which I thought was great. Like, obviously, the show centered male sexuality as a whole more than female sexuality, but I feel like Riker did it better than most, and I really kind of appreciated that. Sorry, I just had a whole rant about the sex positivity of Riker. Hope that's what you're all subscribing to me for. All right. Get that out of there. Oh, God. So many... The ball's bouncing. All right. How do I get through here? Where am I going? Do I have to double back? Is that what's going on? Is there a button to push? I feel like I should be able to go through that shield. But maybe I don't have to. Maybe I have to go all the way back around. Okay, it's over there. Which maybe I just have to... Alright. So I'm just trying to figure out where I have to go here. Did I miss it earlier? It's over there. I think maybe I missed it. I possibly missed it when I was earlier. Yeah, I think I missed it. I think it's supposed to be here. Yeah, this is where it is. Yeah, I just missed it earlier. Okay.
With that much security, there must be something good in there. Go for it, Doc. I'll wait here till you shut it down. Be careful.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay, run! Yeah, that was a dead. That was a dead Jesse. That was a Dressy. Dead Dressy. This is part of why I don't buy the Will Tom Riker. He just wouldn't be that petty and insecure. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I will give him some credit. I will give Will some credit for the Tom Riker thing, because, like, I feel like you would probably get a little bit competitive if you met, like, a clone, what was essentially a clone of yourself. So, like, I feel like it was probably an off day for him, so I could give it to him. But I agree, like, it didn't read fully in character to him that he would be so jealous of her getting with, that Troy getting with Tom Riker and him being so competitive. But I could also buy it being, like, you know, there's going to be a little bit of competitiveness when it's, like, yourself. And it's like, oh, am I not my best self sort of thing? You know what I mean? All right. All right. Drowning hormones with LaCroix and watching the stream while typing in a terminal. I am peak trans girl coder. I love it, Mary. Oh, God. Okay, I thought I almost stepped on the thing there. I love it. Just have some hormones and breakfast. Hormones and LaCroix is the best. I love it. I inject, but maybe I should just drink some LaCroix every time that I inject from now on. I love it. Have my titty juices, I guess what I call it. Night, Jesse or Dressy. Don't get shot too much. Well, thank you so much for joining, Olive. It was good to see you. It was fun having you here. All right. Not the creepy stuffed Porthos. You're talking about from Night in Sickbay, the creepy stuffed Porthos, who is very, very insanely weird. Can I sneak through here? No. Okay. How do I get through this part? Over here? Is it this way? How do I get up? I feel like, yes, I need to go up there, but I don't want to jump up here, right? Do I? No, okay. Very thin edge there. Oh. Damn it! Run! Oh, crap. I'm just gonna get shot to death. Yep, I'm just gonna get murdered. I'm a living stereotype. Is it flavored water? Yeah, LaCroix is basically just flavored water. It's like flavored seltzer water. It's got that like cool millennial brand. It's like LaCroix. It's for the cool kids. But it's just flavored seltzer water. Very good. I will give it. Very cool. Very good flavored seltzer water. But just flavored seltzer water. That is inordinately expensive. But I do like the lime. I think it was there's a lime one that's really good tasting. That I like the lime flavored LaCroix is very, very good. But I forget what it's called. All right, how do I get through here? Let's see. What's the way through here? Is it up there? What am I missing? No, I don't think that's it. Key lime. Yes, I think that's it, Mary. I might be wrong on that. I think that's the flavor of LaCroix that I like the most, but I'm not 100% sure. Limoncello maybe is. I'm not 100% sure. How do I feel like maybe it's through here? No. I feel like I have to get up through here. Which means I have to go up on top of this. Which means to get up there. How do I get up there? No. Personally want to ban the dislike button. Yeah, I get dislikes on videos like before the video's even up, which is weird. Like when I have it set to premiere before the video's even up. Okay. What? Oh, I think I might have done it. No, don't you dare fall. There we go. Yay! I did it, everyone. All right. Get some health, grab the bums, and go through the door. And now I think I can blow up the thingy. There we go. Did it. We did it. I'm just on a Dora the Explorer kick, I guess, tonight. I want to watch that Dora the Explorer. I haven't seen that Dora the Explorer movie that they did, but I heard it was actually like semi-decent, like Indiana Jones for kids or Lara Croft for kids. Ow! Steves, get him, Steves! I believe in you, Steves! Come on. Well, get him good. Don't know why I've suddenly become Jack Kennedy. The only thing we have to fear is fear. That's a terrible Kennedy impression. Dear God, I'm disappointed in myself. All right. Now where do we go? Do I go back out? Do we go out the front? What's the deal? What's the goal?
Okay, I'm going.
Well, thank you, Steve, for your input. But where are we going? Oh God, that was dumb. That was dumb. Just rode right into the mine. Okay. Oh, do I really have to kill them all again? Dang it. I hate when save states do that. Make sure I killed all of these. Nothing bad ever happens to Kennedys. Thanks. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the Dora the Explorer movie was pretty good. Good, yeah, I wanted to watch it. I was kind of interested in it. I watched Raya the Last Dragon. I'm like, oh, I want a good adventure film, like another good adventure film. Raya and the Last Dragon was actually really, really solid in that aspect. It's not that bad of a The only thing we have to fear is fear. No, I used to be able to do a good one. I'm probably too drunk for it, but I can do a semi-decent Kennedy impression. Probably not right now, though. I am Jack. I am Cat. No. It's kind of a Mayor Quimby sort of thing. I'm trying to think what's something to say. We will go to the moon, not because it's easy, but because we are bored. Something like that. That was all right. It wasn't my best Kennedy impression, but it was definitely not my worst, I guess I'll say. All right. Gender Swap Freaky Friday is probably the next version of that movie we're going to get. Yeah, they already kind of started that with Freaky. The movie Freaky with Vince Vaughn was actually kind of a gender swapped one to a degree. I actually enjoyed Freaky, Vince Vaughn aside, who is somewhat like Vince Vaughn is Vince Vaughn. Not the worst figure in the world, but not the best. But I thought he did a very good job in Freaky. I thought he did a very good job. Excuse me. I might finish up soon because I'm starting to get tired. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this roof battle, everybody, and then I'll call it a night. Come on, Steve, let's do this thing. So we go to the moon not because it is easy, because it is poggers. I agree. I love it. Boop. Okay. I'm gonna do this moon bit. I'm gonna do this roof bit, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream. I liked Freaky too. I thought it was very solid. I thought it was a really good horror film. Not as good as that director's what was the other ones that he did? Happy Death Day. Happy Death Day 1 and 2 I really, really loved. But Freaky was solid. This has been a fun and super chill stream, but I'll be heading to bed now. Thanks, Jesse, for your wonderful self, and take care of yourself and take care of each other. Thank you so much, Dr. Elfstone. I really appreciate that. Imagine the moon landing as a Twitch stream, though. They would. If the moon landing had happened today, they totally would have done a Twitch stream of it. Alright. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for meme kind. Alright. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we jump to the moon. Alright. Let me grab some health here. Okay. Alright. Save. I've had a little vodka, so I may be picking fights I may never engage in. Been there. Don't worry, been there. Well, I guess I'm not really that much of a violent drunk. Or, like, I'm a verbose drunk, but not really even that much of an argumentative drunk, to be very honest with you. Oh, oh, crap, where's more? Need more rush. Where is more? Ah, there it is. I was gonna say, where is more rocket launcher ammo? Where's the? There you are. Oh, stop shooting my rockets out of the sky. There we go. Bye-bye to you. Adios, my friend. I want this thing just die. Alright, where am I going? Where am I going? I doubt the Artemis program will be on time for us to go to the moon within the next 3 years. Yeah, probably not. Alright. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Where am I going? What am I doing? 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 Where am I supposed to go here? I feel like I should be going somewhere, but I don't know where to go. Oh. There we go. Now the doors are open. How drunk is the drunk stream tonight? Not super drunk, Helmick, to be very fair. Like I said, I'm getting kind of sober and about to finish up for the night in the nearish future. All right. All right, let's kill these guys. Yeah, pin him to the wall. Boom. Wow, I am bloodthirsty Jesse, apparently. Hex, yeah. That was dumb. That was dumb. Don't shoot a grenade in a small room. Probably. Oh no! Why am I all the way back here? That's a terrible place to restart me. Oh, that's a jerk move, game. That's a really jerk move. If you had to choose Half-Life or Portal, ooh, that's rough. Maggie, why would you ask me that? That's so hard. I don't know if I could choose. Probably Half-Life. just because I like this, but I like the story of Portal as well, and I like the clever puzzles in the world. I feel like I would choose Half-Life, but it's a very, very hard fight. It's a very hard fight because I feel like I like the humor of Portal quite a bit, and I like the fact that it's a game that does have violence, but it's not as much violence as like some other games. Not that I'm against violence in video games. I just am against violence being the predominant form of engagement within video games. So I like that Portal kind of eschewed that. And also the humor and writing in Portal is bar none. But Half-Life 2, I just think added so much to the storytelling medium. Like, we would not have a lot of the storytelling in video games that we have today without Half-Life. And I feel like you wouldn't have Portal, for example, without Half-Life. So I feel like it's very hard. I also just like the much more targetedly political discussions. I mean, not that there's not like some very interesting themes in Portal to discuss. There definitely is about like corporate overreach and things like that. But I feel like Half-Life is just so expressly very has a lot of really cool things to say that I resonate with personally. About like the police states, and I did a whole, if anyone's interested, I might as well promote it. I did a whole video of it's one of my favorite early videos that I did, that's about Half-Life. It's I forget the name of it, but I did a Half-Life video about a year ago, I want to say, maybe a little less than a year ago, but maybe a little bit more than a year ago, but vaguely about a year and a half ago, I did a video on Half-Life that I did that I'm very, very proud of, that kind of touched upon these issues, that like I kind of talked about what I really love about Half-Life and why I love it so much, or at least parts of it so much. Such a good series. But both Portal and Half-Life I think are really, really good. To be fair, I would take Half-Life. I would take Portal 1 and 2 over Half-Life 1. Don't get me wrong, I love Half-Life 1, but I would take both Portal and Portal 2 over Half-Life 1. Over Half-Life 2 though, that I'm less sure of. All right. Oh, it's like one of those, like, I want to go for a little bit longer, but I also know I'm getting kind of tired, so. Alright. I'm gonna defeat this Strider. I keep, like, adding a little bit, one more bit, but I'll finish this Strider part down here, and then I will 100% end the stream. Because I'm getting tired. Alright. And it's getting time for Jesse to go nap. I got a lot of editing and work to do tomorrow. I'm going to be on a podcast tomorrow, so I got to get all my beauty rest for that. All right. Oh, hello. Hi, Steve.
Can really move people through now. The Combine's gonna feel the squeeze. We dropped
Make them feel the squeeze.
Plaza. If you can make it there, you should have everything you need to take down these Striders.
All right. Let's take down the Strider, and then we're going to bed. For bedtime! For naps and for Steve. Alright, I gotta get to the other side. For naps! Run. Yeah, Black Mesa did get finished Bellabong. Okay. Well, that missile is just having its fun. Alright. No! Steve! Steve, no! Why do they always kill Steve? It's always Steve. It's always Steve. For Frodo! Mr. Frodo! I can't carry you. Or I can't carry the ring, but I can carry you. And the ring with it. Or the ring with you. I guess I shouldn't. Objectify Frodo. Alright. Come on, Strider. Strider! You'll always be Strider to me. One down, one to go. Alright. Alright. Come on, out of my way, Strider. Don't die, Steve! I will defend you, Steve! No, Steve! Don't die! No, Steve! Why, Steve? Why? You were such a good Steve. Oh my gosh, die. There we go. Alrighty. How could you be so violent? I expected better of you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. At 2 in the morning, the token nerdiness wins out. Yes, definitely agree. I'll be a Tolkien nerd at 2 in the morning. Whoa! Whoa! That's unfair. I swear to God, if I restart back at the beginning of this whole thing and I have to kill the Striders again, I'll be so angry. Okay, good. I just have to kill one. And Steve's alive! No! Steve is dead! Oh, you were alive for a hot second there, Steve. Let me grab Steve's. Let me raid Steve's corpse. Where did he go? Oh my gosh. Why? There we go. Wow, that just straight up destroyed all my health. Let me see if I can grab some more health from back here. Nope, no health here. This is not going to. In fact, I'm gonna reload because that's just. I just know I am not going to survive that whatsoever. There is not a chance in Steve that I will survive that.
You're not leaving without me.
Well, then survive, Steve. Stay here. Yeah, you stay here, Steve. You hide in that corner. I'm gonna tell you. No, no, Steve. Hide in the corner. Good. Good, Steve. Forgot that I could order the Steves around. Can I get some health? Thank you, Steve. All right. Whoa. Hello. Oh my gosh, this Strider does not want to die. Jeez. There we go. Oh, dang. That Strider just did not want to go. Alright. Alrighty, alrighty. Now I think I have to kill one more Strider and I will be good. Thank you for the supplies. Needed that. Alright. One more. Oh boy. Two more Striders? Dang it. These Striders take so many hits. No! Steve is dead again! Oh my gosh, these traders take so many dang hits to get. There we go. There we go. We did it. We did it. Alright, so let's see. I think that was the end of this section. Question mark? I think so. Alright. Alright, I think I'm gonna finish up here, everybody. Oh boy. Sorry, I'm like trying to like not die here. It's very exciting stuff, I'm sure. Alright. No, I don't want to save that because that's gonna I'm not gonna save over that. Alright. Yep. Okay, I think this is about where I'm gonna head out, everybody, but I will say goodbye to everyone. Let me just get to a good spot right here. Oh god. Let me see if I can get through this bit without dying, and then I think I'm gonna head out. Alright, let's see. Oh boy, that was not a good spot to save. Oh boy, how much is this not gonna work? Oh god. There we go. I have literally 1 health. Please have some health around here, please. Please, please, please. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Look at that. Alright. Alright, everybody. I think that's the save spot. I will save here and probably pick it up next weekend or maybe sooner, depending on how I feel. But let me just save before we wrap out for the night. Let me just jump over to, let's see if I have a screen where I'm, there we are. So, alright, everybody. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Thank you, everyone, for joining. You are all lovely, and you are wonderful, and I really appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much. Want to give a shout out to the mods, especially Christy, who was here the entire time. So, Christy, thank you for being a great mod, and thank you for everybody who joined in. Good to see you. I'm going to say hi to everyone who I see in the chat right here. But Incendiary Solution, Lisa, Mary, Rachel, Clayton, Helmick, Christy, Barbarian God, Cade MacArthur. Cade MacArthur, you've been here the whole time too, I think too. Gozer, you were here for most of the time, or a good chunk of it. Sangria, thank you, everybody. You're all lovely. Maggie, I'm so wonderful. It's wonderful to see you too. Way Hot Dog, good to see you too. I didn't even see you in the chat. Fruit Loop, Philip Hawkins. I'm going to give you all a lovely heart. Please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And don't worry, I'm going to be drinking water after this. I'm going to drink water and probably chillax and listen to some podcasts as I start to wind down. So have a good night, everybody. And I love you all. So.